as your characters. Hell yeah.
Who's Roxy?
Oh no.
Wow. Alrighty. A close run thing for everybody but Zeke, who really doesn't want to do the recap. Cherie, what happened last time?
Well,
Please inform us all.
after spending a great deal of time recuperating and walking for about 6 hours from our crashed ship after a heavy storm and dragon turtles roasting two of us near to death,
Hmm.
it was a good victory. Some of us grumpy, but we're alive. Got back with our fiddlesticks stacked with meat as well as a whole bag of it. Managed to introduce to most of the town, get a nice room and meet Soleil's family, question mark, friends and fiance. It's a difficult situation to decipher. But there's also a whole bunch of other UNT that live here, and it's a communal place, so not sure where we are, but it's safe for now. Managed to be able to get new rooms because of her word, as well as being able to cook up most of the dragon turtle meat, do various jobs. And we were introduced to the community as people bid for our time, assuming more or less on what they stated before, supporting the commune and being useful, which was easy enough for many of us. Some went to heal, others demonstrated their various skills and strength, others were using some magic to be able to fill out some new basements and make an area of space for homes. And see, pretty much where we left off on, even though we had some fairly extensive conversations with Soleil and their family. I say family loosely.
Yes, we will be rejoining for the evening meal. You've all spent the day working uh with the various families or individuals who have bid for your time, as you said, helping build houses, carry coal, or a myriad of different tasks. Uh, it is early evening, and you all were released back to your own desires with the evening bell when almost all of the UNT returned to their homes, and you all made your way, guided by the sea elves, back to the very small bar. Morbid has once again treated you all to a sumptuous meal, the main course of which is the dragon turtle stew, which is much richer, nuttier, and spicier than it was yesterday, having cooked for another 24 hours. We'll rejoin as you guys are sitting. While there is not insane amounts of alcohol, what is available is flowing freely, and there are smiles around the table from your hosts as you guys have uh, uh, done well to integrate yourself into this community today. It's obvious that these people are very thankful and that there has not been a negative reaction from anyone. What's everybody doing during dinner?
Well,
I mean, definitely eating my fill.
Hell yeah. Zeke has several empty bowls stacked up, ramen stand style, next to the bowl that he's currently drinking from.
Zashi
Zeke
actually
would use
had
the
to.
same bowl, but he's
Okay.
definitely been eating a whole lot.
I decided
Oh.
Zashi actually had to go and like clean herself up because she was babysitting, and she got like a little spit up on her. Wanted to go and clean herself up.
Hell yeah. Okay. Zashi disappears to the bathroom and is back midway through the meal, arriving a little bit later.
And Lucille is definitely doing the ramen style bowl stacking, being loud as hell, just slurping away and go to town.
Heck yeah.
Everyone's wondering how she's packing away so much food in her tiny body.
Hell yeah.
stomach of holding.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually my nickname in high school.
He's got all the things in there. Enjoying the meal, kind of taking in the family atmosphere, hilariously enough. It's kind of refreshing compared to the last 10 years. I was
A
kind
little
of
bit. Yeah.
I was kind of curious of you had mentioned there was things that would be more aggressive, problematic. Those aren't going to be a prominent issue, are they?
Who are you directing that question at?
Well, yeah, no, I'd probably direct that towards Soleil and company.
Okay. Do you mean the soldier patrols or things like what happened at the beach?
Yeah, I guess a little bit. Yeah, obviously, trying to show that nice homes here are not disturbed or other matters like that.
Well, as Morbid said, our village's greatest asset is its secrecy. So long as we maintain that, the soldiers shouldn't be too much of an issue. Um, and as for the unfortunate events, see, that's sort of why I want you to go and see Mother. The news will be important to her, and forgive me if I say it, but you all appear fairly confident, nicer than a lot of the pirates I've met.
I mean, I do try to go by code.
Hey, Captain, what
I'm here and listening.
what is the code? I've never actually been told what the code is. I'd love to know what the code is.
Oh, I mean, I assumed y'all. Yes, sir. I forget. Don't be an asshole.
All right, code
Um,
code locked down.
yeah. Also, if folks, ain't fighting, if folks don't check, they ain't choosing to fight. We don't fight them.
Sounds fair.
You either choose to fight or you choose not to fight. And if
Start slipping away again.
folks don't want to be in the fighting world, then we don't make them. We can knock them out though, but
Very honorable.
Highly educational.
Ennis holds up a card that says parlay question mark.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but like, probably while we had the upper hand.
She draws a small hand doodle on the side and then gives you a thumbs up and puts the card away.
Yeah.
So Lucy looks over and hands over. Why did you just give him a thumbs up with your hand?
She looks at you and tilts her head.
Looks it works in mysterious ways. It's not for us to question.
No, she did give him a thumbs up. She also drew a hand on the card because he said when we have the upper hand.
Eh, sorry.
No, you're good.
Well, I suppose since most of the things that we pushed forward, some of us, not all speaking for everyone, would meet with Mother, as you want us all there.
I would like a straight answer on what she is, because y'all been pretty damn mysterious about the whole thing, and I ain't ever had anything mysterious be good before.
I don't know how to answer that question. She's like us, but not like us.
Yeah, but like, like a zombie is like us, but not like us.
She's entirely living. I promise you that. She's here to better commune with the spirits of the ocean and and the way that they affect the land.
So is she one of them folks who is like st- stuck like a little bit of their soul in the land or some shit? I heard some shit about that.
Uh, I wouldn't. I don't know. I don't think so. She's never said anything to me about her soul.
I don't know. I just heard that there's some folks who kind of like I don't fully get it, but like they stick a bit of themselves to the land and a bit of the land to them, and so they get magic.
Like a druid?
Yeah, one of them.
Hmm.
Uh, Similar, but I don't believe she's joined a circle or anything of that nature. She's like me, a sort of innate connection with the world. Uh,
All right. Well,
she's a
point
very
being,
singular
I
person.
I just want shit to be up front and not fuck us.
I don't think you have anything. I'm not sure that Mother is sexually active.
I mean,
She
fuck
doesn't
us
get very
over.
many visitors. Her face is bright purple.
I mean, fuck us over.
Oh,
I mean, if any of us want to partake of your mother and she's down, I'm sure, but
oh!
that's not what I was meaning.
Captain, please, just stop. Stop while you're
Gerald
ahead.
kicks you in the shin under the table and gives you like a. Come on. Bright purple staring at her bowl of salad.
Look,
From the
I
salad.
understand it being a bashful topic, but I just like
Just-
I'm not gonna pretend that two consenting adults can't do what they want to do.
Captain,
Please, just stop talking,
please.
Captain.
I just
Yeah, just so long as the message is clear, I'm
Yes, the
good.
message is clear.
It's
Stop.
clear. Everyone
Stop.
gets it.
Stop wagging your
Okay,
dog.
no one said they understand.
They understood. They understood. Please,
Okay,
you can just read by them not talking.
good. Yeah.
Be quiet now, please.
just sipping my wine with a smile.
I'm sorry, I ain't exactly the most socially adept person in the world.
Maybe a change of conversation.
Yes.
Yeah.
You'll
Please.
get the hang of it.
Have I ever asked all of you where you're from? Gerald will glance around the table. You see Lyra takes Lay's hand and like comforts her a little bit. He's
I'm
not gonna
sorry
fuck your
about
mom.
that. No, I'm not.
She's
I'm
not
not
my
really.
mom. I've explained this.
Well, yeah, but maternal. I never fucking mind. Um, I'm from the stub. Um, I mean, it ain't too far. It'd be east of here. Um, fucking new Hosnia. I always said it should be new Hosnia, but folks never listen to me, and I wasn't around there till. I mean, I was only around there till about 15, and then I fucked right off because folks didn't give a shit about me. So
I love imagining Zeke walking around going, it really should be called this.
I imagine Zeke. I'm picturing like a change.org petition. You know,
I don't think he would be that organized about it. He would just like
That's after
anytime.
Zashi teaches him about petitioning.
right?
I think
Yeah.
just like when he gets a bit tipsy and is just like wandering around the town when he's young, like after a shift at the docks, just fucking like that would be all he talks about to people he doesn't know.
It's the after bar talk.
Yeah,
Get into like deep conversation of this.
yeah.
He'll continue. He'll nod and look around the table.
Oh, and yeah, to be perfectly clear, yeah, I was a pirate for a bit, and I suppose I still am.
Hey, man.
Well, I'm from Fainroom,
Hmm.
a very noble aristocratic family. She would look kind of embarrassed at saying this.
You seem to carry yourself with more concern than that title would indicate.
Well, I'm. I mean, I still have my glittery shiny bits, but I would be remiss to say that I wasn't a bit hardened by now.
I'm sorry, I cannot help but hear innuendo in what you say.
Seek. The Zashi will like blush and like wave her hand, like
Batting her eyelashes a little bit at Glerald. Or am I incorrect? Is last night's attraction no longer there?
I mean, I think Zashi is just inherently flirtatious. She's I mean, she's a lady educated in the art of the flirt.
Hmm. Penziver points at Zashi, then points at herself and holds up 2 fingers.
Yes, we are both women. Nods.
I mean, I think she means y'all's both from Fang Room.
She'll nod.
Yeah. See, I get you, Zed.
She gives a thumbs up.
Mhm.
I'd give a big clawed thumbs up back.
She doesn't draw one though.
No, she didn't draw a thumbs up. That didn't happen.
No, she whips it from her head like a fucking Western revolver.
Makes the same sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, Lisa pipes up for us. As far as we know, Panzer is a rather private individual, and she likes to keep to herself. We don't know too much about her besides her being very skilled at what she does, which is being very subtle and very deadly, and she's very helpful. So that's perhaps with that. Right? That sound about right, Miss Pensford?
Pat you on your little back.
I think, I mean, it's more that you just can't talk and don't much care to talk more than you need to. Or at
Yeah,
least like talk in the ways that you can, like with the writing
she
and shit.
she's a specialist of few words, and the words she conveys are more than enough.
Yeah. Also, good at stabbing and sneaking.
Yep, very good, and shooting things
Shooting things is just stabbing things from it far away.
from a distance. Yeah, yeah. Guess it's my turn.
Mhm.
Uh, ah, um, it's complicated. I'm not from this plane. Originally, I'm from the Feywild. Uh, Getting there, it's actually kind of tricky. You gotta go through a Fey crossing, which in itself is kind of a tricky prospect. It's got to be the right conditions at the right time of day, at the right time of year, at the right time of season, uh, at the right equinox, seasonal shifts in the time zones, and when the right Fey Lord is happy with that particular crossing of the dimensional planes. When that happens, then you can step through, and then there might even be a chance you come back through. So it's not I don't recommend it because it's kind of weird over there. But yeah, if you do come through, then you can come through and you gotta find our territory, which is in the Glowman Courts areas, and it's kind of dangerous and hecklesome over there. So I don't recommend it because most of my kin are crazy as fuck, and they will probably ruin your day. So don't recommend it. But yeah, that's from. and I'm with this crew now because they killed my meal ticket originally. So now they're my meal ticket for our agreement. I got to share my experiences with them and their experiences with me, so I can report back, so I can hang out here. And that's about it.
Quite, quite the tale.
Yeah. Her her wings flutter a little bit, and she giggles.
You've come farther than we have.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you want to say where the first place I landed on terra firma here, it'd be that prison continent or island it was on. I forget the name of that place. Whatever.
Wolfstone.
Yeah, Wolfstone. That place.
No man's land.
Yeah, no man's land. I was in no man's land, so I'm a resident from there, I guess.
This is the prison you were all interred in.
I wasn't
Yeah.
there. I mean, technically, I was just like a homeless person that's lingering and hiding in plain sight, but disguised, changes the different faces of like guards that were there and like listeners.
Yeah, she mysteriously showed up right after this bunny guy that we were traveling with got.
He got
Oh,
eaten
he
by
died.
spiders.
He died spectacularly, and she
Yeah,
turns into him.
Zeke let him get eaten by spiders.
She turns into Fidna with the horrible gore of the stabbings in his body. He's just all dead
No,
head.
I know what I said was untasteful now, but I think that's a little more distasteful.
Soleil is green now rather than purple.
And she turns back into herself. She says, I'm sorry.
I think you can see the relaxed manner to some of the reactions now.
I can help myself. I apologize. That's the fey nature kicking in. I get easily excited into having fun with people's emotions, and it's easy for me to prey on people's overreactions. It's a bad habit. I
Just
try
as
and
a
first.
reminder, most folk tend to not take too kindly to that.
Yeah, I know it's a bad habit. I'm trying. I do my very best to limit it. Apologies.
Unpleasant as it might be, it directed at someone hostile. It's not always a bad thing. Shades of gray, all that.
Mm.
We have a
Oh, that's a great book.
Mm-mm.
huh?
How did you know that was coming?
Nothing. Waves hands in the air. What were you saying?
I love reading. What book?
Um, looks down at her feet. I, I am remiss to divulge its contents at the dinner table.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Um,
confused. Anyways, Miss Soleil, you seemed like you had something you'd be wanted to say to us. Is that about the case?
I just what I said at the beginning, that I would very much appreciate if tomorrow you all would accompany me to visit Mother and tell her in detail your experiences on the sea with the island. Uh,
Oh, yeah, the fucking giant monster and the fishy people. Yeah, we can do that.
um, she may ask you to prove yourselves to her.
Like how?
Not sexually, Zeke.
That's not what I mean. I was honestly, it's like the way she said that. That did cross my mind. But
Tests of mind and spirit and character to
well,
be sure that you are true of mind and body, and that you have a big dick. No, I'm kidding.
I
Sorry.
mean, folks have definitions of that. I don't. But there are a lot of folks who say I'm not pure of mind and deeds. Like
That's
I done killed a lot of folk the law said shouldn't be killed.
So
I imagine she's not a litigator.
I'm just saying there might be some differences of opinion, but
if
I'm a simple
you
man. I like to think I do, if not the right thing, then not the wrong thing.
if
But
you if you don't wish to go, you're
no,
free
I'll
to.
go. I'm just saying I might not measure up. I,
That is
a
not for
lot of
me to
folks
decide.
don't like me too much.
Uh, I have some. I could give you some advice on that front if it's something you're looking to work on.
I
I
mean,
definitely had to integrate into surface culture. I think I still have some books on like interpersonal
I was
relations.
no, look, I'm fine. Like I don't like the world as it is, so I don't much care to integrate into it. Um, but as for your test or whatever it's gonna be,
It's
I
not my
just want to
test.
know, well, your maternal figures test. Uh, I just want to know what standards I'm gonna be held to.
I I don't. If I knew, I would be mother.
Uh, well, you
I don't.
gotta, you hazard or guess.
Uh, she will seek out truth within you. That may take shape in a physical labor or questioning, perhaps a magical rite. I'm really not sure. This is not something I've ever tried to bring to her before. Mostly she knows about the omens and things, but I if this is happening, she needs to know about it if she doesn't.
Well, I'll tell her what I know. I don't want to be done fucked with, metaphorically.
Oh, all right.
I just, I don't trust magic so much, and less so someone who hides away and only goes by a unusual moniker.
Well,
I mean, I'm
she
gonna
has
take a
given up
chance.
her name.
Yeah, that kind of shit is a bit weird to me. I mean, I'll take a chance. I'm just saying this.
If you're reticent,
No,
please do
I'm
not feel
coming.
compelled.
I've been trying new things lately, and I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna just saying that
You have been
it's
saying quite a bit. That's the sixth time you said that.
I know. I just want to be clear that I don't fully get this. So like, if
Then
something
you're
is
not compelled
required,
to come.
I do want to. I'm just saying that I
Then
don't
why you
fully
keep
get it.
protesting?
I just want to be. I want to know if something's expected of me from the
You're gonna
job.
be tested. Yes, that's what's gonna be. I don't know how else to say the same things to you.
Okay, so that's all. Okay, that's all the information you have. Okay, apologies. I like to know. It's curiosity.
Anything I can offer. As silence kind of descends, Faleo kind of looks over and says, "Hey, you pass the fucking soup. You guys are hogging the whole bowl." Looks at
Gladly.
Lucelle and Zeke.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Well, also, just think.
Yeah. He does he hounds it, picks up and pours it into his bowl until the bowl spills over on the sides, and then has his fill. There's a sigh from Morbid. He'll come around and toss a rag at Falale and walk back around to the counter. Fucking rugged. Come on.
There's a fucking rug in here.
Imagine. So how long have you
I'm
all been set up
confused.
here? You seem to have been keeping this community a secret for a long time.
We came upon them already set up. Mm, they took us in. We've been here almost 25 years. And Glarold will nod.
It's quite impressive.
Morbid will pipe up. Technically, we founded almost 30 years ago, but that was only 8 of us. Not really a village yet.
You've grown quite significantly. Yeah.
More come every time they leave the cities.
Yeah, I don't mean to disparage your hopes for secrecy, but any secret that as many folks as civilization is want to know don't stay secret for too long.
Not unless
Especially one that
everyone has
keeps on growing.
not unless everyone has a vested interest in keeping them. But you're right. One of the reasons that letting you all in is such a big deal. We're the first outsiders that we've met in. He holds up his hand, and Lyra says, 6.5 years. Yeah, exactly. That's why today was such a big deal. Needed you to show the people that you aren't going to harm them. I mean, they still have enough trouble trusting me, and I'm not even from any of the continents that they don't like.
Well, you are fairly intimidating in a capable person.
What's the ones that don't lie?
Fainrune, Lifeless Yonder, Gallerstub.
Oh, so us.
He smiles rather morbidly.
Well, if it's any consolation, I don't much like any land, so
If you like it here, I'd invite you to visit my old home. The Principality is a beautiful place. Though there wouldn't be much room for pirates.
yeah, I don't much like having folks tell me what I can and can't do.
Freedom is a hard thing to give up.
Yeah,
Especially for us, notoriously.
when you give it up, then whoever you gave it to is liable to take everything else from you.
That's why we're here.
Yeah.
Falale, through his big bowl of stew, is going to pipe up. So the question we've all been dancing around that I'd kind of like an answer for. You were all in prison.
Yeah.
What did you do to get in prison? And Soleil is like pulling on his arm as he's saying this, and he just kind of shakes her off and forges ahead.
I mean,
To-
I honestly appreciate the directness of that.
Come right out and say it. Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I done did a fair bit of piracy, fair bit of stealing from folks who I don't personally think deserve what they had. Um, and I definitely killed a fair few folks who tried to stop me. But I tried to do right about it. I definitely did some some bad shit, and try to make up for it when I can. But I'm just doing what I can with what I got, and it's clear that the world ain't too fond of having me in it, and I share that. It's a mutual feeling. I don't know. Does that answer your question?
You just kind of said bad shit a couple times.
Yeah. I mean,
So
does
what'd you
it?
do?
I killed some folk. I stole some folks' shit. I sunk a couple ships.
People that could fight? Or people that could fight?
I mean,
Really lost it there for a second, sorry.
yeah, it seems like you got a little bit of a chunky bit of soup in your throat.
Ugh,
Um,
ugh, is that turtle
do you
meat?
need like a
Ugh.
big pat on your back, or
No, I'm just gonna muscle through.
yeah, no, yeah, no, I killed folks who was fighting. Anyone who didn't want to fight, I told them you can just chill and fuck right off. I ain't gonna kill you. But seems like a lot of folks want to fight even when it ain't such a good idea. Well, that's their choice.
Alright. What about the rest of you ladies?
I feel like we need like a whole week to explain fucking Sparks shit. It confuses me every fucking time.
No, listen, I was put in jail for thought crime. It is that simple.
Oh, so like you were a member of a organization that was disapproved by the government?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
Why did you never
really
say it like that to me before? That's so fucking simple.
well because you ask a lot of questions.
I want to know shit, but you could have started with that.
True, but we had a lot of time on our hands.
Yeah, that's fair.
Vendors ever holds up a card that she seems to think is very funny as she's laughing silently to herself. It doesn't make sense to any of you guys. It just says 404 request not found.
Out of character, just laugh.
That's a lot of fucking requests, but I can believe I made that many.
That was a good one. I like that.
That's a good response. For myself,
So yes, I want to know what's so bad what Cherie did.
I mean, probably I ate some folks.
under the assumption of that, because the gala stub labeled me a witch for some reason.
I mean, you done do some weird magic.
That was, interestingly enough, most recent in life, but
Maybe they knew something you didn't.
well, it'd be bewildering to me, because the one who reported me was someone that I was quite endeared with. When people started going missing, I was labeled for the blame. So, especially for the gala stub being as wonderfully paranoid as they are and extremely racist towards elves, they just decidedly threw me there and left me in the prison to be transitioned over as the army took over, and at that point they just don't let anyone out, so 10 years vanished like that in a fucking blink of an eye.
Fucking shame. Sorry that happened to you.
It's very eye-opening, but obviously I vote. leave certain situations alone. Learn from them the better. I'm going back to my music as I intended. They're a bit rusty after 10 years of being only having a little bit of practice to be.
Fair enough. You weren't in prison, and you're not saying? Pence never shakes her head. Y'all know what she did?
I mean, I can
I
make some
mean,
guesses, but I don't know.
And you trust her?
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
she's never led us astray.
No, she's amazing. And yeah, no, I was never in prison. I actually was helping out the prisoners, and I was operating incognito.
Mm-hmm. Right, you're in the swamp.
I officially introduced myself in the swamp. Prior to that, I had actually been observing them as either a guard or, you know, invisible.
She low key saved our lives, but you know,
Oh,
we
shucks.
try not to say that too much so she doesn't get a big head.
Oh, shucks. She blushes. Kind of smushes her face behind her hand.
That's what we're talking about.
Pans ever holds up a card that shows this fairy appearing above 3 people's heads, and then one person next to a tree with explosion lines.
Oh yeah. Didn't you done explode or some shit?
Pans ever points at Lucelle,
Huh?
holds up a question mark card, and then the explosion tree.
I don't remember that.
That was an interesting time, to say the least. Of my eyes have gained the color. I don't blame them at that point. I'm pretty sure I looked very dead at that point. That's also where I kind of usually woken magically.
As you
Yeah, I
guys
mean,
are
it damn well
look,
seemed like it was in a crow's. Sorry. Oh,
just say your thing. As you're talking to her, you notice that her eyes, as she's saying this, start to glow just slightly.
I mean, it damn well seemed like you was up in a metal crow's nest in a lightning storm. So yeah,
Pretty atrocious. So I do apologize in the anger that to this more interesting treasure that I let live it. Basil.
I mean, hey, better me taking it than some crow and them flying off to God's knows where.
I do fully agree with that. Used to us being within reach still.
And to my credit, I gave back to you as soon as I knew it was you ain't dead.
I laughed so hard. Everyone was screaming that I was a zombie, and I was just too angry about my pack being gone. Not the most flattering of reuniting in this situation. Kind of curious with the glowing eyes right now. So, obviously, that being a lot more forward, but yes, the 10 years in the prison is very lackluster and non-magical versus the after experience of being struck by lightning. Waking up more
I mean,
capable.
if anything was gonna do your magic like, then line up to it. Also, your eyes is you might, I don't know, you might have something in them. I don't.
I'm not too worried about it. Honestly, if that is the worst side effect from that and getting well, to be more capable as a person, I'd gladly take the trade.
I mean, it's damn sight better than many deals I heard of.
What do you mean?
I mean, there'd been some deals I heard of that been hell of a lot worse than, you know, having your eyes go a bit funny and giving you magic.
Ah,
Definitely didn't see anyone. I kind of just blacked out and woke up. So, if there was anything else to add to that, I would surely be informative, but most I can assume is something stirring that I was already capable of but never touched.
I mean, I'd still be tad cautious about it all. I imagine if it was the doing of anything with half a brain, it would probably think you owe it.
Most likely, and I would not blame it. Not that I would easily give.
I mean, if it's the kind of thing that can call down lightning on a whim and change your eyes and give you magic, it's probably not something that's just gonna ask.
I'll definitely be very forward if anything does rear its head in that fashion.
Well, that's appreciated. Pragmatism is greatest virtue of all, I say.
Hope that puts most of your minds a little more at ease, though. Some situations a little more brutal. Just people being honest.
I suppose we prefer honesty.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I roll.
It's getting a bit late. We'll probably retire. Um, I guess. mm, Should we accompany Soleil and all of you? Will you all be fine to get there on your... We would be appreciated at the village. And he looks back at Morbid, who's closing up the bar with Elsa, and he nods. More hands, less work.
I mean, my leg's been working fine till today, so I'm good.
Same as ever. You do what you have to do.
With such fine protectors as these, I shouldn't have any issue. Got strength and intelligence and curiosity on our side.
And magic.
Good healing. Well,
Yeah, and you all have magic as well as I. All right, I'll be here in the morning then. Uh, I'll see you uh an hour after dawn.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
it's
it ain't
okay.
me too late today.
Oh, alrighty. Then you all have a good night. And she'll stand up, and she and Lyra will start heading out. Glarald will shift down to be across from Paleo.
Mhm. Oh, it gets too late. So keep it short.
Do you know Ragnar the Red?
Can I roll a history to see if that was around when that?
Absolutely.
A classic.
Never heard of it. In fact, you think he might be fucking with you.
I've not heard of that one. But if you have a sheet, I'll try. I apologize. 10 years is a hard separation. Also, I was mentioning that I need to practice. There's many pieces of music I still need to learn.
Come on, Cherie, play us something.
Well, let's see if I can keep shaking off the dust at this point. Comfy. Purposely pull up a nice little seat by the fireplace. Just kind of focus on her feelings once again of home and someone that she cares about.
Yeah, you begin to play a soft tuning tune. And with a beautiful performance, you sing this song about home, someone left behind.
I could definitely say, like, while performing this, she kind of almost absent-mindedly gets lost in the music and just kind of lets her mind wander and disappear from this room. I knew it.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Caught him.
Yeah, you did.
It's always good to spring the bardcore randomly.
Hardcore is so fucking. I will always love the House of the Rising Sun.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, you can see Elsa and Morbid swaying gently to the music behind the bar. Glarold is enjoying it, watching you with a half smile.
Respectfully,
Phileo.
I can't take anything seriously while this is on.
Absolutely fair.
Huh?
Not that I don't appreciate it.
Not no worries. Yeah. And I think the night begins to wind to a close. Morbid finishes closing up the bar, leaves one last bottle out on the table for you guys, clears the last of the dishes, and as Glarold and Philale bid their farewells, Morbid and Elsa start making their way to their room as well.
Ooh, Zashi pours herself a glass.
Yeah.
Looks to Zeke and Lucelle. And Panaziver, of course.
Sure, I'll come over, floats over, and flutters over.
Eh, I'll take a nightcap. And I'm probably gonna make sure I got enough sleep for tomorrow.
Yes, we're going to be tested. Pours glasses. begins to clap.
Thank you. And you and I have to practice again. There are some more people.
Zashi gulps down her glass and then stands up. I should probably hit the hay as well.
Sweet dreams.
Good night. And you can see that she is already like reaching into her bag, grabbing her pipe, ready to do the good night.
The ultimate pack-in night. To take a seat across from the cell.
So,
Holding up well? Are you holding up well?
yeah. I got a full belly and a little bit of wine on top of that. I am toasty.
I'm glad. I know this many restrictive etiquettes gets to be difficult.
There's some of the NPCs dying in the room.
Don't die, don't die.
I'm giving Foley for Zashi.
Yeah, that good hit.
Does that count as Foley?
Yes. Uh-huh. 100%.
I mean, you're the DM. If it counts, it counts.
I know your home is fairly chaotic and all, but I'm sure there's still parts of it that you miss.
I mean, I'd say the fluidity of the different kinds of emotions you experience around there is very exciting to behold. But it's interesting to see how much more rich the emotions are here. There it's more raw and more visceral. Here it's much more refined, much more comfortable here. It's a lot less abrasive, less noisy, and much more relaxing. I definitely like it here more. So I would definitely recommend staying here to most people, even if you do live longer in the Feywild, respectfully.
I'm glad you're enjoying the peace that's brought to your mind. If you ever have any concerns, I'm more than happy to lend an ear again.
Mm-hmm. Same here. If you ever want to just gab away, I'm happy to lend a comfortable ear.
Do you ever get news of Scape Goats?
Generally, I haven't really received messages from the elders. Mostly I just send stuff, and if they're displeased, they let me know. But I'd assume if there is something important, I would receive messages about it. If it would affect my situation. But I haven't heard nothing about anything in regards to that. However, I could put a query out, see what happens.
I wouldn't want to stretch the...
Nah, I mean, fuck it, man. I am helping out the clan by doing my role and asking a question on behalf of somebody else. ain't pestering nobody. And it's just simple request. I could submit it alongside the next video, the next highlight reel that I saved. So, not a problem at all.
If you are able to get such an answer, I'd be curious of what happened with the Silver Spire within the last 10 years, and if Miss Juro is well.
If who's what?
Slung over her shoulder.
Maybe petting and comforting Rihanna before
Mm.
giving them some.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let the others sleep in because I know they're probably tired from all the chaotic bullshit in the last 2 days.
Mm-hmm. And you don't really need to sleep, so.
Busy days. Go and lend my ear to the crowd. See what I pick up and not.
Sure, do you want to give me a perception check?
I do. And if there's something I don't understand, I'll even subtle spell tongues so I can understand.
Okay. As you're walking through the room with an 11, there's pretty basic morning conversation. From those at the bar, you can't really hear the conversation on the other side of the room.
Mhm.
It's much more hushed. They're leaned in next to each other. Elta gives you a nod as you slide over to the bar, grab a mug of morning beer.
Darn too. Gotta start the day right.
Mm-hmm.
Morning.
Oh, good morning.
Imagine everyone might be a little bit longer.
Completely understandable. Uh, can I treat you to anything?
I'll probably have breakfast when everyone wakes up to go out. Thank you, though.
Of course. Give me an insight, Shuri.
Yeah, because I'm very curious, especially with the eye glow.
No, your eyes were glowing.
Oh, that's my bad.
No, you're alright. Well, you were talking about the story of your death. Your eyes were glowing. Soleil looks ready to leave.
Mmm.
Seems like she is antsy to leave.
You know what? I'll use my one spark.
Okay.
Triangle. Eh.
She is nervous. About what? It's hard to say, but you can probably infer it has something to do with seeing Mother.
Kind of keeping a very subtle tone. Not the greatest of situations, I assume.
Huh?
You
Uh,
fidgeting
the
as much as I did when I first got to the material plane.
ah, puts her hands in her lap. I'm. It's been a long time since Mother has entertained outsiders, and I've never been one. Bring them to her before. I just hope I'm not doing the wrong thing.
I'll be in my best behavior.
Please? No, none of the P word. Good morning, Ezekiel.
Morning.
Morning.
That's the first time anyone's called me that in a while. Also, what's the P word?
Pirate.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It may lead her down the wrong train of thought.
All right.
Representing a more amiable front.
That said, don't lie to her. If you do, if she asks you, you should tell her. But like, ride the line. Like
Selective
when
truth.
yeah.
I can do that.
Don't lie to her. But P word, the P word could be left here, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, I try not to lie. At least not to anyone who's worth anything.
I feel like sailors would be an appropriate fit for the time while meeting.
Sail. Perfect. You sail. Good morning. Good morning, Sashi.
Yes, we sail.
Not today though.
No, not today.
Sadly, nothing to sail on.
Yes. I will
Uh,
admit I'm getting a little bit antsy about not feeling the rocking of the waves beneath me.
I am sorry.
No,
To hear
I'm
that.
not saying this. I'm just expressing how I'm feeling. I've been
Well,
trying to do that recently because it seems like folks appreciate that.
c- then then you might be happy to hear that the timber is being collected today. Several men have gone out to fell trees. Then we'll begin fashioning carts to drag them back.
That's appreciated.
Rather than use the pre-prepared lumber we already have, it would be better to get fresh wood, just so our supplies aren't affected unduly.
Fully understandable. Not easy work, especially shading it down appropriately. Lots of
We
them
have
I've
some
learned.
we have some fairly experienced woodsmen, but they well we don't we're not a shipbuilding community, so may take some time, but we will honor our debt, or they will honor my debt, I guess.
Relax. It's very okay.
Sorry. I've never brought anybody. I already said that.
Things will work out fine. And besides, if she doesn't like us, it's not your fault. It's preference.
And it would be completely understandable.
But yes, I'll be respectful. Your representation, kindness.
Shri, could you
Oh,
come
yeah.
downstairs with me for 1 second?
Okay.
As you're saying that last sentence, you look out the window and you see the man that you stabbed with the arrow standing outside looking at you. And then you blink and he's gone. That's all. We go back upstairs now. We're back. Sorry about that. Just need to clarify something.
Uh, excuse me a minute. I need to grab some fresh air. I'll be right back. Breakfast.
Alright. Also, I heard something about presentation. Does we need to be like in fancy dress or something? Cause
No, nothing like that.
I
Uh,
good, cause I don't really got much clothes other than this and a couple other changes of it.
no, you come as you are. Like I said, your true self is better than any farce. That specific word might not be appreciated.
Alright,
It's an
I'll
issue of semantics.
I'll try. And I don't much like semantics, but you know, I'll do my best.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Now, where is that Lucille?
I'm gonna get some breakfast.
Over near themselves. The roar of snort. Very.
Zafi also goes and grabs some food and probably coffee.
Yeah, very easily acquired for breakfast. For the repasting of breakfast. Eventually, I assume Lucille will wake up.
Yo, see here. Yes, she flutters down to you guys, and what were we being asked about again? Kind of does out there for real. Apologies.
Just talking about Lucille sleeping in late. We are eating some breakfast. Depends for the size. Saw something.
Hazard was kind of giving you a weird look. Push off the wall. Look around a little bit. I'm sorry, are you alright? Please go
Yeah.
stand
Probably
over.
too much nostalgia. I'm sorry, just thinking I'm seeing people here. Thinking too much from the past. Should probably eat something before we go.
Yes, breakfast. Well, sit. Serve
Hell yeah.
food that you request.
Your dad bacon.
Broken. Yes.
Eventually, I assume we finish eating and decide to head out? Question mark.
Yeah. I'm sure he doesn't seem too worried about staying too late in the morning. More or less, kind of getting a hustle on. Curiosity.
Alright. You eat your food fairly quickly, and when you're done, you join Soleil and Pen as ever, waiting outside. We will be beginning the journey.
The beginning.
Alright, we'll be heading south, in the direction of the mine, and then head out towards the coast. There we follow the coast until we reach, the, well, the haven. Oh, my goodness.
But, sorry. Force of habit, I'm leaving a more civilized area.
She lifts the collar of her traveling cloak, and you can see she's got leather armor on.
I,
Never can be too careful, I suppose.
there's always creatures. Not everything. It's always humanoid.
All right, if you'll all follow me, then we'll start heading out.
Please lead the way.
Alrighty. You all set out. What pace would you like to set for your day
Uh,
of overland travel?
I mean, I would follow Soleil's pace, so medium, maybe?
I'd probably ask Soleil how far we're going.
True. Are we hustling?
We should be there by late afternoon, at a normal walking pace. No need to march. It's only about 20 miles.
It's a reasonable.
I'm amenable to that.
Alrighty. You all set out. As she described, the first part of your journey sets you off south through the uh sparse forested area that gets thicker as you get closer to the base of the gigantic mountain that cuts off the north side of this continent from the rest of it. Is anyone keeping watch? Is there anything that you guys would like to do as you set out? Specific things like mage armor.
Lucille would definitely be fluttering around, trying to keep an eye out for things because she has the most mobility, so she doesn't
Okay.
need to worry about climbing things.
Okay. Why don't you give me a perception check?
Ooh,
Lucelle, you are spending too much time enjoying recording the world. You find yourself doing a David Attenborough impersonation and flying near birds, recording their daily lives in your memories,
the proof
and
that
are a
birds
bit
exist.
distracted. Yeah. This episode of your transmitted memories is going to be very Nat Geo.
Probably honestly just humming a few songs to myself to kind of keep my fresh on them.
Okay. You all continue walking as you're making your way through the forest. Several hours pass until you exit out into a plain-like area and begin to turn east towards the ocean. As you do so, you rejoin what seems to be a very old dirt path that you had not been following previously that leads towards the sea. As you're going, you can see that there is a old stone bridge that that the path leads over, as well as what appears to be a ruined building. Who has the highest passive perception?
Check mine, but I don't think it's exactly great. Yeah, 13.
11.
Okay, so Zeke, Cherie, and no, yes, Panaziver all hear from the ruined building, as you guys are already fairly close to it because Lucelle's busy watching the fish. Some sort of snuffling sound coming from within.
Hey, so there,
Yes.
man and beasties in that old broken down thingy?
Uh, that farm's been abandoned for as long as I've been here. I don't know anything that.
It
I mean,
sounds
anything
like
could.
someone rooting around in there.
Like an animal or like a person? If it's an animal, we should just leave it alone.
Do I have a guess? I mean, I'm
Give me a
just
nature.
yeah. All right, not good, but I will see what happens. Yeah,
Um,
bang, see it to average.
with a 9, you're not sure if it's a beast or not. What you do know is that the size of it is bigger than you are.
Hmm.
I mean,
Whatever it is bigger.
whatever it is, it's. I mean, it's pretty chunky. It's bigger than any one of us. It strikes me as I can't think of anything that would live around here naturally of that size.
We have our share of larger animals. It's not uncommon to see a bear. Um, but this close to the water, I'm not sure. And as she's saying that, the snuffling sound resolves itself as a large, hairy, and feathered paw and then beaked face come around the corner of this broken building.
Perhaps you should step behind us.
And you all see an owlbear tilt its head about 45 degrees as it looks around the corner at all of you. And then it
Oh,
makes a
gee.
few chirping sounds that sort of reverberate basally.
I think it's grumpy. A little bit.
Uh,
Any spam dragon turtle
Well,
meat?
make sure I'm at the front. Hey, big girl. Let's uh let's calm down some. We don't want no trouble. And I'll just sort of like hold out my hands both to make myself look big but also show that I'm not a threat.
okay, why don't you give me an animal handling check?
Alrighty. Did not do this well.
It sort of crouches a little bit lower to the ground, taking a step to get out of the building surrounding it, and it sort of chirps again, and then
Hey, I don't know if it's best to be approaching this thing.
maybe we could just run down the path, and maybe it
No,
won't chase us.
do not run. Just walk slowly away. Do not turn your back on it.
Yeah. Who needs a path anyway?
You stay close enough.
We can loop back on it. Let's just give the big girl some space.
Kind of
Come on,
warbles
yo.
out again.
Back on up. Back on up.
Come on.
Is it? Giggles, you
You see Panazzifer has got her crossbows, and she's kind of standing next to
No.
you. And as you
Zip.
take a step back, she'll take a step back.
Zip. If she's any kind of brains in there, she's gonna recognize that, so you best keep that down. I'm just gonna pretend. Just Giggles, get over here. Get the fuck over here.
Okay.
You can tell it's definitely looking at Lucille. Yeah.
Now y'all back the hell up.
Can I get a combined group check? Animal handling. Zeke, you can do another one.
Alrighty.
We'll see how good the party is at
Jesus.
retreating in the
Yeah.
face.
I'm gonna take mine again.
You take your once per
'cause
session. Okay. All right. We've got a
even
4 and a
still,
12.
like,
Lucille's got a
Jesus.
20. Sashi, what about you? Sashi's got a 14. Okay. On average, we are above 12. So I'm going to say that though the owlbear does follow you as far as the road, it does not pass the road as you guys all make your way south and bushwhack it the rest of the way to the beach.
We did it.
We did it, Reddit!
We avoided combat.
We avoided the random encounter! Yay!
Now, Giggles, you really gotta be paying more attention sometimes. I mean, to abuse an expression, you do seem to be off with the fairies a fair bit.
Taking in the animal populace before becoming a snack.
Yeah, I don't much want to get eaten. Especially not while I'm still alive. So, yeah.
If I remember correctly, owlbears like to eat your face first too.
I don't think it matters much which part they like to eat first, because I don't want to let them eat any of me.
I know, but like they prefer to like start peeling your face off your face while you're alive. So
That is
Yeah,
not
most-
at all comforting or helpful.
Most birds will usually peck out your eyes first, and
Yeah.
then go for the other soft tissue. So
Yeah.
Lucille is right.
yeah,
That don't mean it's any comforting. If I'm gonna die, I don't want to know. But just
she's like kind of giggling. It was grin.
look. If you want to go test that theory, by all means, go back there, lie down in front of that thing. I'll be happy to throw you there. But
I'm sorry,
otherwise, let's just get going.
I thought about it and just started going off and said, "I apologize, Captain."
Just please try and keep your eyes in front of you.
Well, maybe this will be nice. I was thinking we could stop for lunch here, and I guess after running away from Owlbear, this isn't as nice. But surprise! And she'll pull aside some palm trees, and
Oh
you
my
guys
God.
see a set up and pre-prepared little beach sort of getaway. There is a rudimentary net set up and a staked out area for some kind of game of ball. There's a white inflated ball lying on the sand. There are comfortable looking pillows, rugs, and towels laid out around fire pits and near the water. And it is the warmest, brightest part of the day. And Soleil invites you guys to spend your lunch at the beach with her.
Thoroughly
Oh my
amenable.
god,
to
it's
it.
the beach episode.
Immediate
Beach
just
episode!
bounding over this way, leap onto the rock, and just jump off, dive into the water.
Hell yeah. Yeah, she definitely recommends this rock for diving in. These two big rocks are the best for diving out into the sea. There's a pretty significant drop off, so you're immediately able to swim down and see some natural coral reefs that are here.
Yeah.
Now she throws off her dress and runs into the water.
Seeker's exploring the strange effects that momentarily being a were-shark has had on him. Because he can breathe underwater now.
Not great to turn
So
it down.
I don't think any of you guys know that, but he just does not come up. For like a really long time.
What happened? Oh god, he's dead. Oh wait, no, there he is 5 minutes later.
And then he pokes his head up and it's like, hey, there's some cool fish down here. You should take a look. Can I take one of these fish? They and your friends are done.
No, Dad, feel free. Let me know if you guys want to pick teams. We do have an even number. Maybe like Zeke and one of you guys could be team captains, or maybe somebody else should be captain. He's already captain. Yeah, Soleil will follow Zashi's example, shedding her travel clothes and leather armor to reveal her bathing suit, and she'll run and dive into the water and join Zeke down at the bottom of the fucking reef over here. Row
Zeke is
of
probably just like
purple gills open up on her neck.
just sitting cross-legged there and like cracking open some shellfish, just throwing it out and watching the fish fight over it.
I'm gonna get some
And like
sunbathing.
maybe grabbing one real quick, one of the bigger ones, and just eating it while he's down there.
I'm kicking it back. It's getting all the accessories off so I can get some sunbathing and work on a tan.
Penisiver, rather than undressing, simply changes form. She becomes a shirtless, what looks like shifter man.
So you were telling me is that Penisiver doesn't actually wear clothes, she just shifts them.
It's possible.
That's a new one. Working on a
Yeah.
tan in that form.
In light of that revelation, Lucille does remove her armor, but she actually is nude. But she actually is wearing. She has disguised self at will, and she does have like disguised self magic, giving the illusion of like bathing suit on. So she's got that covering up her modesty as she goes swimming.
I just imagine Lucille looks like a sim when they're naked. There are just these big blurry bars that cover her, and it's like, huh.
Blocks
Yeah.
out like half of herself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. She can puts the modesty bars up to hide herself when she wants. It's funny.
All right, yeah. I mean, feel free to move around the map. Be wherever you guys would like. You enjoy your kind of little break in the middle of your midday trek. And even then, like, this is much easier than the last time you guys were on an overland trip where you were running in the night from the guards, making constitution checks to keep your stomachs from upheaving. This is a wonderful walk through the forest, chance encounter with an owl bear that was resolved, and a beautiful day at the beach with tropical music coming from somewhere.
Don't worry about it. It's natural to you.
Margaritaville plays.
At the Copacabana. Yeah, you guys swim and enjoy, and at some point Soleil will come up and say to those who are swimming in the shallows or on the beach, anybody interested in volleyball? I'm pretty good, but I'll make it fair for you guys.
Give it a
Oh,
shot.
I'm so bad at sports. Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
So splashes torpedoes up onto the shore, rolls up.
Alright, who's gonna be captains?
Can captain. I have experience in captaining. I don't know how captaining, how the volleyball captaining works, but I do a ship all right.
What about you,
Fucking dog
Zashi
shakes
Sharif?
himself
Do you guys
off.
want to be the other captain?
Could give it a shot, unless you are feeling for it, Zashi.
You can be captain.
I'll do my best then.
Ladies first, who do you want for your team? And she'll come over and stand by Lucelle and Panaziver. Zashi!
I think I'm kind of unfair because I can fly. I should probably be like the referee or maybe like the ball collector who goes out into the water or something.
Ah, no.
Just stay on the ground.
Yeah, you'll be perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, come on, Lucille.
Put you in the back. It'd be great.
I'll take Lucille.
I'm gonna take Zip.
Yeah, you see the 6'4" Catboy cracks his neck and walks over. He's actually taller than Zeke, but not quite as wide with the fur. Big white fluffy dog tail.
Got the Final Fantasy boy Catboy now. Fuck.
Look at Celine here. Zashi.
Heck yeah!
I can't believe I'm playing D&D only to experience real life again. This is so fucked.
You are the only person that said, I'm shit.
Imagine being the wizard in a sports game.
Alrighty, we picked first, so you guys get to serve.
Alright, I'll hop on over.
Yeah, come on. You cover the back,
And-
Lucille.
Just completely irreverent of, any rules. Just pick
Oh,
up the ball and just toss
Zashi-
it straight down.
Zashi will say, Captain, get back here. I feel like you should probably serve, and I'll stand there.
Alright.
Okay, so the rules are, and she'll briefly go over the rules. And I'll also go over the rules for how this is going to work.
Oh.
You guys are going to be doing competing skill challenges. First team to 3 successes is going to, or no, first team to 4 successes is going to take the game. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna pop open the turn order, and everybody roll for initiative for me, please.
Epic combat music starts.
Oh yeah, would you like some?
No.
I feel like it's appropriate.
Hold on, let me get some. Your inner Norseman is awakening after hearing the drums of battle. How does that sound?
I think we're good on the. I think the beach music is good.
3, 6. Okay, so the way this is gonna work is that you, every round you roll either athletics or acrobatics. and it's going to be a DC 15. All right.
Hell yeah.
Okay, Zeke, you serve it up to Soleil, who is going to try and get it back.
Sure. Absolutely punt it at her.
Hell yeah. Oh, shit. Ah, shit. Oh, well. She... Come on, roll your cheat. Okay.
Like it might hit her and hurt a bit.
Okay, she's going to get a 13, and it hits her right in the arm, and she goes, oh, and fumbles the ball. Okay, alright.
Like real competitive. Yeah.
Playing for keeps, alright. She'll toss it to Lucelle, who will serve it back to Panaziver, who will jump up and acrobatics. With a 15, that is one success to Team Zeke. Cherie to return.
Especially seeing how competitive they are, I'm gonna have Riata brace around my forearms so I don't destroy my fucking wrists.
Wrap up your hands, yeah. Smart.
Have that little extra slack go around her back. Oh god. There we are.
That is another success from Cherie, making it 1-1. We'll go to Zeke to return.
Another absolute punt.
Just trying to destroy the ball.
Yeah. Like I'm trying to send this ball through the earth.
Okay.
I think I hit it a bit too hard at the wrong angle.
Oh, no.
Yeah, slams right into the net.
Tries to nuke the
Yeah.
fairy.
Okay, Zashi, you pick it up, serve it back over. Give us athletics or acrobatics. We are still at 1-1.
I heard the fuck
Fumble
drop
it.
from.
Just fully drop the ball.
Oh!
I try to serve it up and I like miss hitting it.
Oh, it lips the net just a little bit.
Oh. Alright, Lucelle.
Okay.
Oh, just shy. Without your natural abilities to fly, your normal ability to like punt something up is slightly reduced because normally you'd fly up to give yourself that little extra kick, but you're not able to do it. So Soleil will pick up the ball and try to heave it back over. That is a 15, making it 2-1 to Panaziver, who will make a acrobatics.
Oh, yeah.
Making it 2-2, back to Cherie.
Hopefully Riata can give me that extra oomph.
There we go.
Yeah!
25. 3-2 to Zeke. Don't pop the ball this time, buddy.
His claws are all in, but he's still.
But you're hitting it hard enough to maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Come on. Yeah, 3-3. Supported by Zashi. Zashi to tip it up. You see, it's not going to quite make it over the net.
Come on and slam.
Oh, just fumbles it. Lucelle, you have the chance. You see the ball. It's right by that. You run forward and go to spike it down. And
Nope.
miss as well.
Right in the face.
It's a comedy of errors as Zashi barely tips it over. Lucille barely keeps it up. Soleil comes running over. And that's a crit fail.
Oh no!
Panaziver and runs towards the net, jumps up, her form wavers as she slams at it, and spikes the ball down back into the sand. Zashi and Zeke give a cheer, and Panaziver throws her hands up in the air.
Or two.
See, just like full roar.
Yeah.
Is he's extremely competitive, and in his mind, this is basically combat.
Woo! Yeah, good job,
Yay.
guys.
Like he
And
he has to like
That was a
stop
lot of fun.
himself short of like screaming a war cry at the other team.
Yeah.
Oh, I miss being able to do things like this.
Well, now we can. 'Cause
So-
certainly
so-
nobody's
so
looking for
stand
us anymore.
Clearly.
nursing a flattened nose. I think my nose got broke, and she's got a really nasty nosebleed. And she goes over to get the ball, and she puts her hand on the ball, and she comes over there. Hey, look, it's Noslo. Noslo. And she throws the ball.
Lucille,
at somebody else.
You had to go pick up the ball. It like rolled into the water. And you walk over, you pick it up. Just a little bit of your water drips in, blood drips into the water.
Oh, fuck.
And the rest of you watch as Lucille comes back over and she's saying, Noslo, hey, look, guys, are all looking past her. Because what you see is that the sea is beginning to bubble, starting at the edge of the shore and going out maybe 30 or 40 feet. And coalescing in the middle of the area where you are all swimming. You can see indistinctly through the water and the foam the coral that Zeke and Soleil were swimming through earlier. And it seems to be becoming more distinct. And then you realize that's because it's rising up out of the water. And you see that it is borne on the back of a gigantic crustacean that begins to heave itself out of the water. And as it does so, you can hear that the bubbling above it was not purely from its movement, but also from this shrill cry that it is emitting, a high-pitched that bubbles through the air and creates waves in the water, and smaller sections of bubbles begin to rise up to the surface. And you can see yet more beginning to form. And as Soleil's joyed cry turns into a scream of horror, we're gonna re-roll initiative. Each time's over.
Well, I guess
so
we're
you're saying,
having-
were we in the water? What's
No, where you were in the water. You recognize the coral
okay.
that's on top
Alright.
of this thing.
Yeah.
No worries.
I guess we're having a different kind of stew tonight.
Oh, boy. Seafood chowder?
let's make some jambalaya?
I'm down for that.
Also a very interesting image for the watch together.
I guess where's my armor at?
Oh yeah.
Beach party fight.
Yeah, so remember, those of you that said you took off your armor.
Yeah, right now Lucille is naked.
Armor? What's that?
Let's
Damn.
fucking go. Alrighty. How are we all feeling?
Spicy.
Good.
Excellent. You all watch as these crabs begin to make their way forward out of the water,
They would, wouldn't they?
approaching the beach, six-legged, slowly.
My worst enemy. Crab.
Inexorably.
The giant one moves far quicker than you would expect a creature of that size to be able to move, heaving its gigantic bulk onto the shore, and you can see as the it heaves itself up, more and more of the coral breaks away to reveal these figureheads of ships destroyed and grown into the back of this thing's shell. And it might just be a trick of your eyes, but it seems that the heads of these figureheads are turning and moving. And then you realize that the whale is not coming from the crab. It's coming from these figureheads. As it gets louder, everyone within 60 feet of this crab, which is everybody, needs to make me a wisdom saving throw versus psychic damage.
This is gonna suck. Yep.
Okay, 14 and above is going to save, so Cherie and Panaziver are going to fail and take the full damage. The rest of you will take nothing. So Cherie and Panaziver both take 12 psychic damage. And then it is you, Cherie. You can see that these figureheads on top of the crab have, like, one of them opened its mouth and the whale got significantly louder. It was maddening to hear.
Well, I definitely don't like that, as I'm going to have to run on up, reach down into my pack and grab my crystal.
Snatch it up. Yep.
And then shuffle back my other two. Double check the cost. I'm going to quickly point out as a bonus action, as part of my own shadow sinks in, and ill omen will appear beside the crab here.
Yeah. Love ill omen.
Oh. At that point, immediately after, I am going to continue pulling more shadow up from the sand and scorch a black lightning bolt straight into the sea across both these crabs.
Hell yeah, I love it.
Big crabs got disadvantage because of ill omen.
Oh yeah. Both of them will fail. Full damage.
Solid 24.
You blast this crab. And it shoots through one of its massive legs, blowing it completely off. However, you do much more to the other crab. Would you like to describe that?
Especially as the shadows kind of connect with that, start tearing through and almost like purposely ripping down to the coral floor and trying to stab it into the coral reef itself again.
Hell yeah.
And at that point, ill omen will get its shot to try and tear into some fresh crab legs. Definitely not. I assume with
An
an
8
8.
is not going to do it.
Yeah.
It reaches down and grabs the already severed leg and bites deeply into it.
Enjoys the dinner and a show.
Is that going to be you?
Is me, as I kind of just start bracing for the rest, like, softened him up a little bit.
Alright, you see that 2 more of the spots of bubble resolve themselves into giant crabs. Lucelle.
Lucelle's going to fly a little bit higher above everybody to get out of arm's reach for everything. So I guess maybe about, like she moves what? Speed again. She moves 30 feet up. She moves, she's going to just be above everybody else. She stays above where she's right now. And she's going to cast Hex on the big crab.
Okay.
Range of that. Make sure I got within range. 90 feet.
45 feet at least.
Oh yeah, okay, cool. That's cool. Yeah. It's crushed. 200 feet. Make a save. I don't think I can make a save on that, do it. It's just...
Nope, it just happens.
Yep, okay, cool. So yeah, I just hex it.
What is
yeah.
the chosen ability?
Let's see. Let's say strength, because it's such a big hulking thing.
All right. You have disadvantage on any ability checks me. All right, that's your bonus action. You've also used your move action in action.
And let's see. It's range on. Well, yeah, we'll do firebolt.
It's just shamelessly Starward.
18.
An 18 will blast out and hit it. You're aiming for the crab?
Yeah, the big one.
Yeah.
For 11 fire damage.
Very nice. Splashes across it, one of its massive claws that it holds up to protect its face, but it does leave a blackened and scorched spot. Is that gonna be you, Lucelle? Lucelle?
Yes, that's it for me.
Alrighty. More Crabicus.
Oh, and it does an additional 1d6 extra 1d6 for taking hit.
And an extra 1d6, please roll it.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
Plus 5. So
Plus 5.
necrotic.
Alright. The giant crabs scuttle ever closer as more and more of them continue to rise up from the depths. Zeke. There are at this point quite a few crabs.
There are
Until
many,
most of
many
them are
crabs.
swimming, not moving across the ground.
Alrighty. I can't get to the big one just yet. But I will rage, run,
Wait, you?
run, jump, and just leap in and dive claws first, trying to pry the shell off this thing.
Sure. Reckless attack.
Yes. Why not?
Alrighty. Give me the first one.
Alrighty. Is
I assume your transformation is claws.
yes, claws.
Yep.
Always claws.
Thought so.
So
25 hits.
one.
Damage.
Oh, I should.
Yes.
I'll crit fish real quick, and then I'll hit
Damage.
So damage for the first one,
7 damage. Slash into it, bloodying it, ripping off one of its massive claws.
and then the next one,
17 also hits.
and
How does that look like?
just rip off one of the claws, take the claw, jam it under the main shell, and split it in half from the side.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll take just a step this way because I had 5 feet left.
Okay.
So,
If that's you.
yes.
Alrighty. A big ass crab comes a walk-in and a knock-in. It is going to attempt to claw at you, my good friend Zeke, with advantage because you recklessly attacked. That's a natural 20 for a 23.
Owie zowie.
Okay, you take 3, so 1 bludgeoning damage. However, you are grappled by the crab.
Alright.
And
Noted.
lifted out of the water. And that is where that one ends is it lifts you out of the water. You can tell it's sort of starting to twist you to dunk you under, assuming that you will drown, because that's what it does to land prey. Doesn't know.
Or
It's just a
assumption.
crab. Doesn't know. It's just a crab. Peniziver will action slide underneath the tent, come up here, and kind of skid to a halt next to Cherie. And she looks at her bag, which is over underneath the giant crab.
Oh, this?
And she's like, she'll dash with her main action, and then her bonus action, and scoop the thing. And as she goes to run away with her bag, the crab does get an attack of opportunity, and she does not have armor. So that's just 10 plus dex for her AC, which is still not bad. But a 19 is going to grab her, so you watch her get grabbed by the wolf tail. And she turns around, bag in one hand, and frustrated expression on the other as this thing grabs her. It's a reaction. She takes 7 bludgeoning damage. Ouchie wouchie. Soleil is very worried about this. Anything I can do to help if you need healing? And she's going to say, but take my blessing! And she'll cast Bless! She can only target 3 people, so Cherie, Lucelle, and Zashi, you are all blessed. Too blessed to be stressed.
Nice. So add a D4. Roll.
Yeah, so make sure you got your blessed D4 turned on. And we'll go to Zashi. Last, but by no means least.
I guess we don't have bless on my fucking sheet.
Wow,
for some reason.
shamelessly Star Wars music.
Okay, I was gonna do something, but then I remembered. I believe I need to get Zashi's bag with her book in it.
Or at least your wizard hat of casting spells. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go 1, 2, probably not action slide. I'll just duck under.
Yeah.
And then I feel like I kind of stopped here.
Okay.
Ish. So
Yeah, you guys can all make that decision.
Zashi's gonna mage hand and grab it.
Okay, is that 30 feet? Yeah, okay. So that's your action to send out your mage hand and retrieve an item. That item being your bag. Your bag shoots over to you. Bonus action or anything else?
I don't. 1 second, let me measure.
I just had the image in my head of Mage Hand not being a spell, but instead one of being like those dollar store sticky hands.
My
You're
patron
gonna
is
get it.
Chuck. Chuckles E Cheese.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm good.
Alrighty. Actually, I'm curious, Zashi, did you go swimming with the Necklace of Adaptation so that you could breathe underwater, or would you have taken that off?
I mean, Zashi is pretty damn smart. She would think about that and wear it.
Well, yeah, no, I'm just curious. Like,
No, yeah.
it didn't occur to me. Okay. Crab Rave. I should be playing Crab Rave right now. That should be happening.
That'd be very fucking hilarious.
Okay.
You ever have a group so badass that they fought in their swimwear in one?
Or fought in the nude.
You see that this crab comes over and goes to grab at the already, grappled prey. But a 13 is going to miss as Peniziver twists. That will go to Mr. Big Boy himself. First, it will reach out and try and grab the small thing that tried to attack it. A 13 to hit your shadow.
Pretty sure it still hits.
Okay.
Yeah. Or no,
Okay,
it's
that is-
14.
Oh,
Holy
okay.
shit.
Okay, just misses. It goes again. How's a 17?
That definitely hits you. Goodbye, Golem.
Okay, 17 also bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, he pops at me.
It
returns to me.
comes moving towards you, and you see that the heads are continuing to spin. I need everyone who is a humanoid to roll me another wisdom saving throw as a frightening wail echoes out. If you have any advantages to saves against becoming frightened, let me know right now.
I don't think so. I don't think base bar gets that.
Just against charms.
Oh no. It's a spook.
Okay. Yeah, don't forget to add Zashi and Lucille. Don't
Yeah,
forget to add your bless.
19.
So,
Very nice.
D4.
Okay. So, Panaziver, Zeke, and Soleil are all frightened. With a 16, Lucille, you do save. Very nice. Zashi, Lucille, and Cherie, you guys are fine. Panaziver appears panicked.
Yeah, she is not a strong girl.
Cherie,
Not the ideal cram sandwich.
Was not expecting to have to worry about crab legs today.
I'm gonna help Hansifer.
I'll help Zeke then. Going to play a dangerous shuffle game. That's 10, 15, and pulling the rest of my shadow from my body, I'll bonus action again and conjure Ill Omen once more on the other side to see if it reemerges from the fucking sand.
hell yeah. That omen is ill as fuck.
Ill as fuck. Is it
Ill as
probably
fuck.
just shadows gripping onto its legs to slow it down as I rip more shadows from the sand and do another lightning bolt.
Okay.
Clean down the lane to get Zeke out of there.
Oh, nice. Freeing Chaboy.
Getting 3
It's a good
crabs
thing
for one.
conductivity isn't a thing in 5e.
Right?
It
Well,
is
he's
a
being
bonus
held out of
bet.
the water right now, so thank God.
Okay, let's get some deck saves going on.
Details, baby.
1,
Details.
a 2, a 3.
Kaboom.
Okay, that's a 2, a 20, and a 9.
Nice. I would imagine the 2 was probably the big guy with the disadvantage.
Yes, sir. And even the 20, which we'll save, is still enough to blast the one that succeeded and the one that failed back here. So if you'd like to describe what that looks like as you free Zeke, you could do so.
Especially with the shadows scorching straight through, piercing through another leg and leaping from the ocean to the other one, almost like it's hopping and going straight through it as it rips the claw, letting you fall freely into the ocean, free from its grip. Gonna course straight up the coral and just jab through the bottom of the last one and start tearing it down into the coral with the shadow.
Heck yeah. Is that going to be you?
I am then going to pick a risky play. Nah, he's a big boy. He's got reach. I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Okay.
Because I'm looking at this, and even just by the size, I'm like, there's no way he doesn't have reach for my position.
Okay.
But I will do a little dance shuffle here. Get my last 15 over to here.
Okay.
And Ill Omen to try and tear him down a little bit more.
Please do. 12's going to miss, unfortunately.
I figured. It's a good distraction run.
The crabs continue to move.
Crab party, crab party.
Lucelle, You are too blessed to be stressed. However, there is quite a bit that is stressing you out right now.
So these two crabs are the ones that are going after Hazard, but this one's the one that's been damaged and is the one that's holding her, right?
None of them have been damaged.
Okay. Well, the one that's at the top is the
Yes.
one that's holding her,
It's
right?
got the grapple icon. Yes.
Okay. So yeah, Lucelle's gonna move closer to, at least transverse. She's still staying above everything. So, but she's still within range of everybody with her spells. She's going to fire which spell do we want? Firebolt? Yeah.
Okay.
Firebolt at it.
21 is gonna hit. What does that look like?
She just nails it right in front, in its upper positives, right in the face.
All right, Penazivir
And-
is no longer grappled.
Sweet. And then she looks down with her other arm and she fires 3 pulses of her healing light into Cherie.
Okay.
Into me?
Yep.
Yes. So that is 13 total.
I've not been hit. Or, no, sorry. I'm psychic damage. I keep forgetting. Yep. Yes.
Yeah,
that
that's
is
almost perfect amount.
That's literally the perfect amount. I'm so focused, and my bar is lying to me.
All right, Lucelle, is that you?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, what giant crab is it now? This one.
Hungry.
Hungry babies. Comes a running in towards all of you. Zeke, is your turn. Most of the crabs are behind you. However, you are currently frightened of the gigantic crab, meaning you cannot move any closer to it.
That's extremely inconvenient. Can I
This is-
try and make a saving throw?
You can save at the end of your turn.
All right. In which case, I will try and circle around it, I guess.
Sure. There is still one giant crab to your north.
Yeah, move there. Yeah, I'll just clamber up on this rock and throw a javelin at this man's.
Okay. You can still see the big one, so it is a disadvantage.
Alrighty.
A hook.
Advantage.
A 14 will just miss, actually.
Dang it. Alright.
You got another one?
Yes.
21 will hit, though.
Alrighty. That's, I think, all the javelins I have, but I have one. I'll have to go find it.
Okay. 9 damage will more than bloody this thing.
Alrighty.
Definitely gets its attention as well. And at the end of your turn, if this is it, you can make another wisdom save for me.
Yes. With the normal, go to wisdom, probably not.
That is not going to be enough at this point. Alrighty, we're gonna go to Panazivir, who is also frightened, meaning she can move closer to the thing. Meaning she can't step here, which is the best place to step. So, she's going to take a disengage bonus action and go this way, 30 feet, and fire her crossbow twice at this one. As she drops the bag, holding just her hand crossbows. Oh, baby. 27 for, Jesus, 14 nearly kills this thing.
I
And,
hate
yeah,
to be a party pooper, but ain't she spooking?
that's true. So the first attack is just the 23, so just 8 damage. which does not kill. She fires again with disadvantage. Thank you. And a 15 will hit, just barely for 8 again, which does bring this thing down.
So it went from awesome to still awesome, or amazing to just awesome.
That's her. So we go to oh wait, she needs to save. Wisdom save, normal. That's a 2. She is still frightened. Soleil can't move any closer. She will actively back up. In fact, getting cover. If you need any healing, come to me.
Stay safe.
And she casts some kind of magic on herself. You're not sure what it is.
Invisibility.
Calm emotion. Calm
anyone
emotion.
who's familiar with Sanctuary.
Nice.
Yep.
Honestly, best choice.
Mm-hmm. Good for non-combatant.
Sanctuary will do that icon as she gets to save against frightened, and a 5 is not good enough. Zashi, you're not frightened. You're also not wearing your armor, but you do have a book now.
Book.
Yeah, I have my book. I'm not too worried about armor right now at this very moment because it's sitting underneath three large crabs. I'm gonna
So it would take a couple of minutes to put on.
I'm gonna pump this one close to me full of lead.
Ping? This one? Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. The 21 will hit, the 8 and the 9 miss. There is a thing that happens on crit fails for Gene's Magic Missile, right? The target of that missile, no.
All missiles miss and blow up.
Yeah.
1 force damage per missile.
Okay, so you take 3 force damage. As you extend your hand, 3 of them shoot out, but the second one explodes, causing the other 2 to chain reaction explode as well.
And I lost 1 gold.
Alrighty. That was your action.
Yep.
You have a bonus action?
I moved like 15 feet? Did I move?
Yes, you did move.
I am good here.
Alrighty. It's crab time. Zeke, you made a new friend. This crab is going to come over. You did not try and recklessly attack, so it is at normal that it swings an 18 to hit you.
Yep.
Alright, that is going to be 3 bludgeoning damage again, reduced to 1. But it does manage to grab you again. These things are very good at grabbing.
Indeed.
You'd be pinchy.
It does not have enough movement left to move you at all, however. You are braced on the slippery, wet rock as it's trying to pull you into the water. Let's go and see what our big boy wants to do. Shuri, you've so far launched 2 gigantic black lightning bolts into it.
Yeah.
It's very deeply unhappy with you. It's going to attack you twice with its
Oh.
pincers. That's a 15 and then a 24.
15 will actually miss as my mage armor barely scrapes it away.
Okay. 24 will be 20 bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled.
God.
And it lifts you up into the air above it, and you can now get a much better picture of what appear to be magical living figureheads on the ships growing out of this thing's back. And you get an even better view as one of them turns and emits a high-pitched wail. Oh good, we've got the maddening wail again.
Yay!
Everyone within 60 feet. So that does include Soleil and Zeke. Need to give me another wisdom save versus psychic damage.
Yay!
course.
Hey, look, I'd rather succeed on this one.
Yeah, honestly.
TBH.
Yeah.
Is frightened also? It's not disadvantage on saves, right? Just
No, that's
attacks
just
and abilities.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I believe.
Okay, so Lucelle saves, Zeke saves, Cherie saves, Panaziver saves, Soleil saves, Zashi. I didn't get a wisdom save from you. An 11 will fail. That is going to be 17 psychic damage to you.
God damn it.
And was that half to us?
No, there is no half.
Oh.
It's just succeed or take
And
damage.
I'm frightened.
You are not frightened.
Oh,
That was a
okay.
different whale.
Got it.
Okay, we'll go to Cherie. Cherie, you are grappled. You're also being held, let's say 15 feet above the ground. Or no, you're up above the thing. You're 20 feet above the ground.
Thanks for the reposition. Oh, fuck, this hurts. So I'm going to grab onto it, pull the shadows from it, and cast lightning bolt down its arm into the other crab as well.
Okay. Giant patch of glass blossoms out underneath these two things. Dexterity save.
Still has disadvantage because it'll...
Hell yeah.
Come on, babe. Boom.
Okay, it fails with a 13, so that's 20. The other one will actually succeed with an 18 and only take 10 and actually live.
Hell yeah. And looking at that, and then also the fact that
That will bloody it.
Nice. I still have Rihanna on my arms. I don't know if it would be able to do anything. Well, like, I tell Rihanna, like, silence the stricken heads. Wrap in their mouth. And
I believe it is an action to try and use the rope,
I think
but
pretty sure it's an action.
yeah. If it doesn't state it, I'm gonna say it's like a mage hand. It takes an action to command it.
Fair. But that, I will have my little omen go in for that nice chunky bite.
Okay.
Tactics.
Yeah, I guess you are technically within 5 feet of the crab.
Get him!
16 is just going to hit.
Oh, come on. And then make me a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw at disadvantage.
Yeah. It's gonna be so funny.
10.
Oh my god!
Your shadow goes in for the leg and just knocks this crab down to the ground, and it falls on its side with Cherie still held in its grip.
Oh my god!
Alrighty, is that gonna be the two of you?
Hear the glorious aura. Fucking topples this crap. Yes, that is me.
Okay. Zashi, it's your turn. Claw, 22.
That'll hit.
Okay, that's going to be 6 bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled. This very hurt crab is trying to eat you. This crab is going to try and eat Panaziver, and with a 15, it will successfully grab her.
Oh my god, poor Pansifer.
She just keeps getting grabbed by crabs. She's pulling the Josh in this game.
Who are you kidding? This is still
Lucelle
the Josh right over here. The giant crab's got me.
Yo.
did go to it. Hello.
Had to.
Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to fly over. See how far am I? I'm still 30 feet. Well, how high up is the
crab is
Cherie.
now prone, so Cherie is about 15 feet up.
Okay, so she's 50 feet away from me now. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna slow down, descend 15 feet to be parallel to her, and reach out and cast Cure Wounds on her.
Thanks.
Okay.
So it's at level 3.
Very nice. 14 healing.
And let's see here. How much? Just because I am concerned for her, I pump in. Once I spin around one more time. It's like I'm still worried about it, and I tap her on the cheek and I pop one more little bit of healing light into her too. My bonus action.
Very
All right.
appreciated.
And then
Okay, so that was
Yeah.
what, 25 feet of move?
yep. And then I guess I move back 5 feet.
Okay.
It's still 50 feet up. There we go.
Yep.
That's it. I'm done.
Alrighty. Giganticus Crabicus is gonna come and try and get a piece of that delicious looking Zashi. Zashi, does a 20 hit you? That is 7 more bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled by the legs from a second side. Zeke, you are also grappled. However, you are less worried about it.
Yes. Time to attempt more smash. So reckless to get normal,
Hell yeah.
and use a claw.
15 will hit,
Claw, and
13
a
will
claw.
miss, and a 13 will miss.
Alrighty.
But let's see if we can do it with the 15. Yeah, even your minimum damage, I think, would get you there.
Punch
Rip it
straight
apart.
down through the skull.
Fuck yeah. Alright, would you like to make your wisdom save right now?
He's a 1.
Oh,
Like said.
something about this thing is deeply reaching you, Zeke. This,
It's creepy as fuck.
yeah, the idea of a living undead magic ship that has become some kind of crustacean under the water has you picturing your own ship crewed by the dead.
Yeah.
Okay. Panaziver is going to try an action to acrobatics out. A 12 will not beat a 21. That is her action, and she didn't attack, so she can't make a bonus action. She was really relying on that +7 to do something, but it did not. She does get to save against Frightened. That's a 19, which will save, finally. Though she is still grappled, she is no longer frightened. We'll go to Soleil, who's going to stay back here and maintain her concentration, and also just try and make her save. And that's an 8, so she is definitely still frightened. And we'll go to Zashi. Zashi, you are double grappled, in fact,
Oh my god,
which is
so
not fun.
Don't get wishbone.
acrobatics check?
Acrobatics or athletics to get away, but I'm going to say that you can only try and get away from one of them at a time.
Work.
Perhaps exploding with fire might be useful.
Yeah, I guess that would make the most sense. Produce flame. Oh, can I burning hands like this?
Yeah, I'll say you could Burning Hands to catch the two of them. What is your spell save DC?
15.
These are dex saves, right?
Yeah.
That is a 17 and an 18. They're half damage.
Yes, half damage.
Okay, you do still manage to kill one of them. What does that look like?
It just bursts into flames, I guess. Like,
Okay.
I don't know, I can't imagine it gets hot enough to melt its shell.
Mm.
But maybe, like, it gets so hot it, like, starts to boil from the inside and the water starts to come out of its eye sockets.
Oh, hell yeah. It makes that
Nice.
screaming sound that crustaceans do when you boil them. Alright, is that going to be you?
You're
Alrighty. Big crab, stand up.
Oh, do I get to? Oh wait, never mind.
You're
It was
not
a different one. Yeah.
Big crab, stand up. Big crab, first squeeze a snack in its hand. Squeeze. Oh, for a
Yep.
natural 20.
Goodbye.
That is 3 ones out of 6 dice. 21 bludgeoning damage. Now standing, it reaches out and pincers at Lucelle. Lucelle, a 20 to hit you.
That will hit.
Okay, that is 18 bludgeoning damage to you, and you are also grappled. And I need a con save for, Hex, please.
One second. Sorry.
No worries. Alright, you maintain concentration. This thing will utter another wail, but it is the frightening wail, and everyone who has already succeeded continues to succeed, and people who are still frightened are already frightened. There's no effect currently. And it doesn't have enough movement to move anywhere. Cherie, you are grappled. So also is Lucelle now.
Is it
And I
grappled and
believe you're out
restrained?
of lightning bolts.
I assume it is. 'Cause he's a big.
It is just grappled. No, you cast a spell last turn.
No. Grapple restrained means disadvantage on melee.
No. There's no restraint.
All right, that's what I had to clarify.
Just grappled.
Yeah. God, do I try? Actually, better yet. I look around on the beach and I look at all the broken coral. I look at the broken crab claw from the other one that I lightning bolted. One chunk of it that's still light enough, and I'm gonna look at it with I rip the shadow towards me with a catapult towards the bottom belly of this crab at level 2. Needed to make a dex save.
Dexterity saving throw from the big crab. At disadvantage, that's a 3.
Hell yeah. Casting it to heave bigger objects. May not have lightning, but I can still fuck you up with your friends! As it just launches a chunk of other crab into it for that 20 damage solid.
Alrighty. Very nice. Slams into it. Very, very hurt.
In ill omen. Rip and tear as best as you can, buddy. 19.
19 will hit.
Another save. 6 more piercing. Trust you.
Disadvantage. 14.
Alright, it will be saved.
Alrighty. We go over here to the crabs. Crabs attack Panaziver. 7 will definitely miss. Lucelle, you are grappled.
Okay. Well, I got just a little bit left for juice. So yeah, I'm gonna look at the boss. I'm gonna look at seriously. Okay, this is all I got left for healing. So here, take this. I'm gonna cast the rest of the healing that she's got at her.
I promise I'll try and get you through this.
So that's the rest of that, and then she's gonna cast Sacred Flame at the crab. Max damage. So yeah, the crab's gonna make a dex save versus
Yes, sir. Dex save. Nat 20.
Oh.
doesn't take any damage. Damn.
Sorry, that was a really
Oh.
good Sacred Flame too.
Was.
Oh well.
Okay. Bonus action? Oh, you already
I
healed.
already used it. I already used
sorry.
it. Yep, that's it. And so she's still in its grip.
Okay. Zashi. Mr. Big Crab over here has a 13 to try and hit you.
That hits.
Ooh, it's hard being a wizard sometimes. That's 5 bludgeoning damage to you. We will then go to Zeke. Really sorry, Zeke. You're out here on an island, literally.
Yeah, it's a little inconvenient, and I've got nothing left to throw. So, I
Improvised
guess I
weapon
could-
attack with some rocks.
yeah, sure. I'll pick up a rock and throw it.
Okay, straight dex.
Alright, with disadvantage, right?
Oh yeah, because of the range.
Can I make it strength or not?
Sure.
Alright.
Heave a big rock.
Lob shot.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Another
one. The first one misses a little short. Oh, the second one misses also a little short. Your picking rocks are a little bit too big, I think.
Yeah. Alright.
Okay, wisdom save. Come on.
Eh.
Oh, you know what they say? 4th time's the charm, right?
No.
Oh, good. Oh no, the party really struggles without their main source of DPS. Okay, Panaziver is going to say fuck it and go for the sickle. No longer at disadvantage. Sickle. 6 slashing damage. Sickle misses. Sickle misses. She carves across this thing but can't get through to it. Starts banging on its shell. Soleil. She is real back here, y'all.
TPC, total party crap.
Wisdom save from Soleil. That's a big 4.
People think
She's
I'm
really keeping
kidding,
that bless
man.
on, though.
That fucking crabs are always the worst enemy in D&D.
Zashi.
You gotta find the weak spot
Where-
for magic damage.
I'm still grappled, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, let me burning hands this one.
Alright. Would you like to pump up the level? Or you keep it at 1?
I'll keep it at 1.
Okay, with a 9 it will fail. That's 14 fire damage to kill this thing. What does that look like?
Same thing, boiling.
Hell yeah. Bonus action?
Yeah. Bonus action. I'm gonna...
It'd be worth a potion if you got one.
I do not.
You use your action to use the bracelet of teeth and rip off your hand.
And feed it to the crab, then lose your hand.
Yeah.
I would like to bonus action Misty Step onto the top of this rock.
Okay. Bet. Over here.
You're...
Do it.
I
You
don't want to be
gain-
that guy, but two spell.
Oh, Burning Hands is an innate spell for Zashi.
Yes, it is. Woo!
Saved it. Ooh.
And that's my turn. I'll move my token.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time again. Crab time! Let's start with Lucelle for Crab. Pincer! 12 to pinch Lucelle. With no armor, can that still hit her?
Too small.
Yes, that does hit.
Slip between the teeth.
Rough. That is going to be 20 bludgeoning damage.
That squishes her to unconsciousness. She is now dying.
Okay. Cherie, how does this 26 look?
Painful.
Okay, only 16 bludgeoning damage for you. And I will roll for Whale. Another frightening whale. We'll go to Cherie. You see Lucelle has passed out. The hex fades from the Beagle Crabble.
For the gods, Lucille, you better not fucking die before me! And I'm going to...
Bring her over!
Another fucking catapult at level 2, fucking straight up this lane at his fucking mouth.
Okay.
Oh,
Dex, that is a 12
it's only 11 damage.
for 11 damage. Slams into it. Every little bit counts. You can tell that this thing is not what it once was. It's missing 2 of its giant legs underneath. The underbelly of it is scorched by multiple lightning blasts exiting out and the pummeling. It's dripping ichor. The beach is soaked with it.
No, tear it apart! Come on!
18 hits. 9 piercing. It's getting more and more damaging. No disadvantage this time, but that is a 12, which will fail. It collapses back to the ground.
Good boy.
Alright, the giant crab. 14 will just hit Panaziver for 7 more bludgeoning damage. Lucelle, please whisper me a death save.
Okay, a second.
Okay, please mark that on your sheet. Zeke, would you like to huck some rocks?
Yeah. I wish I was on Spook, but
Yeah.
I am Spook.
The unfortunate spook aside.
Alright.
The dice
Rock.
hate. 14 is just going to miss, unfortunately.
Unspook, please.
Unspook,
Nope.
please! No! Oh, fuckity fuck. Okay. Panaziver. Sickle stab. Murders this crab. I said murders this crab. There we go. Okay, murders this crab. She gauges the range between her and the crab. She says, fuck it, and takes off running towards the crab. With, no advantage, she can make 2 more Oh no, it's prone.
Advantage because it's
2
prone.
more sickle attacks. 17 and a 20 are both going to hit for 7, 8, and 10 for a total of 25 damage. She runs up and shreds through the arm that is currently holding up Lucelle, and you see a gigantic gout of pinkish white blood shoot out of this thing, and it drops Cherie to the sand. Panaziver trying to catch Lucelle as she falls. Yeah, and as Panaziver will turn, you all are out of combat, and everyone's frightened ends. And Soleil comes sprinting across the sand, even as Zashi, even as Zeke probably gets the heck back onto the beach as quickly as he can. So Lucelle, please give me one more death saving throw whispered as she runs over to you. Okay, mark that on your sheet. However, she will make it in time. With those rolls, you are still in the process of dying as she reaches over and grabs your hands, speaks a prayer to the sea for you. And why will it not roll?
Oh yeah, since she was fallen unconscious, she was no longer using her magic, so she was totally new at this point too. She's like, eh.
You wake up with 5 HP.
Cool.
And as Lucille blinks her eyes awake, you all have successfully survived my crab puzzle.
Ah!
Oh man, that was unfortunate.
Oh, fuck. It broke ribs.
Zashi will cautiously climb down.
Ow. It hurts to breathe.
So, do these things normally come out after every game of volleyball, or?
No, this is more of, I guess, what we saw before. I've never seen anything like this before, and I've met plenty of giant crabs. They're not normally this hostile, but
You promise you're not just a sore loser about the game?
I promise. She kind of gestures at the crab, and she says, "Look at the way that their shells look. These things haven't seen the sun in ages. They look like they're made of stone."
Yeah, no shit.
Something smells wrong about them too. I don't think it's good to eat these things. They smell nasty.
Well, that just about does it.
You mean we can't eat it? God damn it.
I don't know, man. This thing fucking almost killed me too. Pissed me off. Can't eat this fucker.
Just glad we made it. Thank you.
Huh? Oh. What?
You're very much the reason why I'm alive.
Huh? Oh. Did I almost die?
Yes,
Shit.
but you didn't. Thank you, Slay.
I think I'm naked.
Of
Oh, fuck.
course.
I gotta put my magic back on you. She puts her magic back on to hide herself.
Just wear clothes next time.
Normally I'm wearing armor. I forgot to have my clothes on me, so I was like, fuck, I gotta just use magic.
Speaking of, Zashi will walk over and begin putting on her armor.
Yeah. Lucille also gets her armor back on.
Well, if anything, you might be interested in those figureheads. They're the ones who are causing the magic.
Out of curiosity, do I recognize any of the figureheads?
No, they don't look like anything you guys have seen. You can vaguely recognize them as humanoids with a variety of features. One has long pointed ears like an elf, but also has fangs. One has almost like scale-like limbs and a serpent's tongue.
I was
and
meaning more like, would Zeke have heard of any of the ships that these might have come from?
Oh no, they look ancient. Like these things were laying at the bottom of the ocean 20 years before you were born.
Okay.
All right, everyone, please take 1,050 XP as my gift to you
God damn.
for surviving the Keelbreaker Crab.
It's good crab. For dinner.
No. Put you just under 2,000 XP away from level.
I think everyone needs to patch up a little bit. Ah, fuck.
Chip would be nice. And also maybe I could eat some more dragon turtle stew, maybe a big steak, and yeah, a big steak, and maybe somebody could
I
maybe
need to do before that.
huh?
I think we have to go and talk to the mother before
Oh,
we
yeah.
do that.
Yeah, let's do that first.
We didn't come all this way just to play volleyball.
Yeah, no, we didn't go all this way to get ate by crabs either. That's the problem, boss.
This was the halfway point.
Is it okay if I just take a nap on somebody's back? I won't make any noise, I promise.
Maybe we could stay for another hour,
Yeah.
get to the haven closer to evening.
Patch up a little bit first.
Sashi, are you all right? You seem
I
to
could
have like
use-
a tag team.
Yeah, tell me about it. I could use some heals.
I'm unfortunately out of magic at this moment, but if we all take some time, I could try and bandage your wound. Here, come sit on the towel, and she'll pat it and sit down. Put your head in my lap. Check you out.
I walk over and do as I'm told.
She'll say, put your armor away. Let me check you out. And she will give both you and Lucelle a medical once-over as you guys take a short rest. Cherie and Zeke, is there anything that you guys would like to do? Petting Riata, also bandaging yourself.
Yep.
Zeke, you're mostly unharmed.
Yeah, just
Barely
like,
notice.
Yeah. Just like check myself over, realized fucking nothing happened. Basically, like I lost a couple clumps of maybe.
Yeah.
Perfectly
No.
fine.
Yeah. And then I'll just like continue eating the fish I caught.
And is it only the figureheads, or is there actual gold on top of that boy?
I'm sorry?
Ah, it looks golden.
Oh no, it's just the like wood of the ship.
A good age wood.
I accidentally had the two whisper GM from my rolls on for
That's
two
fine.
of my-
You can keep
Yeah.
all four.
Yeah, it's 8 plus 7. So okay.
Definitely spent some
15 more.
fucking hit dice myself.
As you guys are doing that, I'm gonna go real quick and go and feed Saki. If anybody needs a 5-minute break, now is a great time for that. Be right back.
I'll go get some wow with that.
Get some wow in your bowl.
Here we go.
I'm amazed I did not die being squeezed.
Yeah, I did.
That's
I
gonna
did
be
my
one
job.
hell of a fucking scene.
I did my job though. That's what matters.
Gonna be sending that message home and then like asking about the Silver Spire and Prince Joro and shit. And
Yeah.
then like you're gonna have that scene included. It's like, oh my god. I'm gonna go refill in water.
Be right back.
I'm back.
I am back also.
Also, bone saws ready.
Also. Ah. Glad we're all alive.
Hendersivra holds up a card that says "Me too." I'll roll her some
Sorry
hit
she had to
dice.
go through that. Jesus.
God damn.
That's why you keep her around.
Get that finishing blow. Glad she did, otherwise I would be probably dead.
Yeah, that could have gone either way.
I pumped so much fucking damage into that crap.
Yeah, I mean, 3 lightning bolts, 2 catapults.
Zeke just wasn't involved.
Ah, I'm really sorry.
It happens.
You get feared every once in a while.
Yeah.
I feel that reminds me of Fear, fucking Warhammer. That shit.
Zeshi, do you... Oh, you did roll hit. And remember that you only get back half of your total. A long rest.
Yeah.
Alright, is there anything else that you guys would like to have noted that you do before you set out once again?
Nothing comes to mind.
Double checking that none of my shit was smashed. You know, I feel like talking to Mother after this situation is going to enlighten us onto what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, is this island always this hostile?
No, it's not supposed to be. That's one of the things that's so worrisome. This kind of thing has started happening with greater frequency in the last few months, maybe?
These somber conditions do not mix well with the music.
I think they're
Uh,
perfect. Oh, she goes, oh, sorry,
Changes the jukebox real quick.
Anyone have a copper for the jukebox?
It's the adventure bard we pay that every time he follows around and plays music.
Toss a coin to your Witcher, real quick.
if we're ready, then I guess we should head off again. Points down the beach this way.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I feel able.
Maybe I should be up front, seeing as I didn't take so many knocks as the rest of y'all.
Appreciate it for the time.
I would certainly not like to not be crushed in giant pincers, or mauled, or stabbed, or chewed on by violent creatures. That would be a pleasure, a preferable course of action, please.
Those figureheads were doing something strange, so. But they're not being used anymore. Meow.
Alright, you guys set off walking down the beach. A bit warier, but not entirely the worse for wear. You have pretty much the rest of the day to walk along the beach. It's another about 7 miles. And the last few hours of walking are probably mostly in silence. You guys taking it just a little bit slower due to your injuries. Lucelle, Izashi, and Shuri all walking a little bit slowly. Um,
Some good bruised ribs.
yeah. Zeke did catch quite a few fish, so you guys did have a pretty good lunch and some snacks for the walk. And if you guys do want anything else, please let me know. I uh will move you guys on the map farther closer to your destination.
I study Soleil as she's walking. She's still nervous, fidgeting.
There's definitely more purpose, but the nervousness is still there. It's not any more, it's not any less.
What you just witnessed, I don't think you should be worrying that much anymore, Soleil.
Yeah, but now I'm worried about what could be causing this.
Hopefully
I
it's
mean,
fixable.
my bet is it's that nasty thing that came up from the depths. You know, that kind of shit always bound to mess with the natural balances.
Suppose you're right. Ah, well, hopefully you all can help me set that right. Hopefully I'll be more help next time.
You
Normally I
got the
carry a
cell
spear,
back.
but I don't. Yeah,
Especially that blesses me. Helped me significantly. I can't speak for the others. I was a bit distracted.
You don't strike me as the combative type, anyways.
no, not really. Oh, I think we're getting close. And as you guys are walking, the beach has uh, 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 become separated from the land by bluffs that have gotten taller and taller as you're walking below them along the beach. And you can see you reach a point where the beach continues to wrap around to the east and south, but there is a large uh, earthen protrusion, or I should say two large earthen protrusions, maybe 100 feet away north from the beach, connected to the land by a weathered looking sand bridge. You can see up the path there is a large walled space and a barred gate through which you can see an exotic looking garden. At this point, Soleil will pick up her pace a little bit, moving towards the door.
Do we need to observe any particular customs or anything? Or
Uh, don't touch the plants unless given permission.
all right, try to keep it in mind. Does the grass count?
Not out here, but in there, yes.
All right.
Interesting.
You guys can all start making your way up to the door. Um, Mother, I've brought some visitors. Can you open the gate? Uh, and as you all move to the door, you can see through the uh grated entrance a woman standing in the middle of the garden who turns and starts to move towards you. She has dark hair and brown skin and wears a flowing green dress that has these many ribbons that move around her as if she were underwater. You can see that her eyes have a faint glow and there is a constant nimbus of green and white light around her fingers. You cannot quite make out the irises of her eyes as she walks down the door. Who have you brought me, Soleil? I am very busy. Uh, some travelers who wrecked their ship and helped save a whale. They brought grave tidings, and even on our way here, we were attacked by unnatural sea creatures. I wanted you to hear from them firsthand. And you guys almost feel the sort of light of her gaze settle upon you, and those of you that are kind of standing farther to the side, Cherie, Lucille, you can see that there is a slightly visible beam to her gaze. You can see where she's looking from the light that is emitting from them as she sweeps over all of you. Is this true?
I mean, yeah, we done got bit by some big old crabs, and way back when there was an island with some nasty fishy folk in it, and they be doing a big old ritual thing, I think, and then the island sank, and big nasty shape be coming from under the water.
She will step forward and unlock the gate. Come in and be welcome. Mind the garden.
Thank you.
Squeeze through the door.
Yeah.
Bricks around the phone.
Inside, you can see an exotic-looking garden that has a variety of different bushes and plants all around. You can even see what look like giant mushrooms growing at the top of a pool. Lucelle and Cherie, they don't necessarily look like mushrooms from the material plane. They look like they might be from home. And Zeke and Zashi, you both recognize plants from your home nations as well. Hardier plants from the Galar stub and some rich, lavish flower bushes, Zashi, that you recognize from your family's estate. You can also all see a large glass greenhouse that has several individual cases of different, even more exotic looking plants, some of which are even in cases completely surrounded by water. And the woman will step forward to stand at the head of the path here. She will say, if what you have brought me is true, then everything I have feared is coming to pass. Am I correct in assuming that Saleh has brought you to help aid in this disturbance?
I mean, depends what you need us to do and what you're giving us for it.
I would imagine you would the ship repair. Extra never
If your
heard.
ship if your ship is damaged, I will see it repaired. Better than if that is the limit of your desires. But I can grant powers of the sea, if you so wish, to aid protection of the ocean. First, you must tell me everything that happened. And I mean everything.
Relate to her all that I can recall.
Okay. Everybody give me a history check to try and give her as much detail as possible, unless anyone is trying to hold back anything, starting from the time when you first got on the ship.
Um, 1 second.
I would give Lucelle. I would give you advantage on this specific check because your whole thing is recording the events that have happened.
See, one thing I was thinking, like, with the encode, one of the cool things about encode thoughts is you can, like, if you're doing if you're maintaining concentration on detect thoughts, you can use encode thoughts to create thought strands from memories from them. But I was
Mhm.
like, why can't you just share memories with the other person that way too? Why can't it be a two-way street? So I
I'll
was
give you
like,
advantage to try and do that. Yeah.
yeah. So she wants to share that memory with her.
Okay.
So she's going to first cast detect thoughts. Because she does it as a feature. Yeah, she does. So she does it as an innate ability for her once per day.
Okay.
1 second here. Let me cast the,
Okay.
and then she
You reach
does.
out towards her mind.
Yeah.
Give me a history at advantage.
Well, she does say, "Hey, I got an even better thing here. I'm going to share my memory with you of it, so you can see it firsthand. And I'm not going to do anything intrusive. Just going to share with you. That's all, okay?" And then
Okay.
she does that. So she gives her forewarning. She does the ability, and then she does. Okay, now here it is. Whoosh. And then okay, now you want to check, right? So what do you want me to roll?
History at advantage.
Okay, with advantage history. Cool.
Okay. You reach out and you touch her mind, just getting the surface thoughts. There is wariness and worry. Those are the surface thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
You share essentially everything that happened since that in a rush of memories. And as you do so, she closes her eyes to better take them in, but doesn't seem overwhelmed as you do this. And as you finish, she will open her eyes and say, I see. This is indeed dark portents. I must conduct the ritual. If you all assist, I will be able to find out where we must go next to head off the incursions of the sea. But it seems as if ancient things are rising, and I was right to leave my home.
Interesting enough.
In
Yes,
terms of what I can offer you, oh, I'm sorry.
well, might I ask as to where your home is?
Deep under the water, the oceans are a kind home, but I am no longer welcome in the place that I came from. Those who depart are not welcomed back.
Very familiar.
In terms of what I can offer you, for now, I have some very rare herbs that would do you all well. I could provide you if you would seek out this disturbance and quell it. But I will require all of your assistance as those who have felt this magic to locate it.
I mean, we can try. I ain't exactly magically inclined myself. I know we got a couple of us that are, but we might need a little bit more specifics as to what we're looking for.
The Haven will channel the magic. Please leave your weapons here. They are not allowed in the sacred grove.
Very well.
About that, I kind of just am my weapon. So, what do I do?
I would not ask you to pull out your fingers.
So can I come in? Or,
Yes.
alright.
Yeah, that would depend. If he was in the dark fate court, they would totes have to take off your fingers, and they would give them back to you after you met up. It's some creepy ass magic, but that's how they were, old man. It's kind of fucked up.
Panda's ever kind of looks at you guys and kind of shakes her head.
I
Yeah,
mean, you can wait outside it.
I respect it.
She'll sit on the bench and hold out her hands as if to offer to hold your guys' weapons for you.
I mean, I'll give what I do have.
Lucelle will give her crossbow and her short sword and her mace and her dagger and her silver dagger.
Yes. Pass over the heavy crossbow I in the prison.
Yep.
My staff, and then you know, almost cartoonishly, but
Yeah,
probably
pile of weapons.
well, probably that many people didn't realize, except for you guys. Start pulling daggers out from various parts of her clothing that was
Yep.
hidden all over her body, about 6 total.
Where do you keep them?
I
Like so
then
tiny.
I then call Rihanna out to unravel from my body. Stay out here for the moment. Quarterstaff, please.
It'll wrap itself around the quarterstaff.
Behave for Panzerfight. Give it one last pat.
Heck yeah.
I guess Zashi will walk over and drop her book next to Hannah's of her. Take good care of it.
Thumbs up. Okay, you guys start to make your way down towards Mother. She is holding a very large, rusty set of keys, which she is using to unlock another barred gate. You guys see a wooden bridge that stretches across the gap between the two landmasses, which she starts making her way across. You see that Soleil also remains behind. She walks up to another gate. This time, any of you that are skilled with magic can definitely realize that the words that she speaks in an arcane tongue are some sort of spell or perhaps password before she unlocks this gate as well. She will move inside and say, "Let's step into the pool. Make your way to the stairs on the back side. You will each approach, stand atop the mound. For now, stand at the base of the stair. For now, be at the base of the stairs."
Sorry, so could you repeat what you said as far as the
She
instructions?
said, "Go stand at the base of the stairs. When she calls you, you'll one at a time ascend the stairs to stand atop the mound, and then the next person will go
Okay, sorry, I
once you
thought
move
I
back
heard
down."
something about the pool.
Oh yeah, she said, don't touch the water."
Okay, I thought you said step into the pool.
No, oh no. Opposite.
Step into the
Again,
pool. Ah!
Again, you guys see plants here, patches of mushroom that vary in color, large blooming plants, different species cluster around the water, none of which you recognize. The door will swing closed with a clang, and magical light begins to suffuse the area as she begins to chant, and her robes lift into the air to swirl more vigorously around her, though there is no wind. You can see the light from her eyes intensifies, and she continues to speak louder and louder, chanting the words of the spell until the light reaches a point where every plant, rock, and drop of water seems to be glowing softly within itself. And then she seems to return. She speaks in what seems like a different voice that echoes slightly. "Step one at a time atop the stairs. To find that which you were close to, you must bear yourselves to me. You must reveal a secret that you have never spoken to another living being for all to hear in this sacred place." Lucelle, as you step up to the top of the stairs, you feel a magical compulsion settle upon you, similar to a zone of truth. Do you willingly give in? You are muted, just so you know.
Sorry, I was not on chips. Yeah, she doesn't fight it. She's having fun.
Okay. What part of your soul do you bear?
See. When I first came here, I thought all you fleshy folk was real crazy for being so reserved. But now that I know why the emotions are withheld sometimes, it makes experiencing all the better. But I guess that my guilty secret is sometimes I'm like a hair's breadth from wanting to give the captain a big head, a big head bit scratchy when he's trying to sleep. Like I've just been like fluttering so close to him sometimes, just watching him sleep, doing that.
That
It's
ain't
been
no
funny.
damn secret.
Oh, well, I thought it
Lucille,
was
you
secret.
feel pressure on, and it kind of gets harder to keep talking. You break off mid-sentence, and suddenly you're thinking about your childhood. What's the most embarrassing thing that happened to you as a child? Something that you used to lie awake thinking about. Mistake
Uh,
you made, some awkward social situation. Even no
uh,
one knows. Pressure begins to build. It's not painful, not yet, but it's building.
she helped kill one of her cousins. Stabbed him right in the throat.
The light that was building and the pressure that was building dim once again, the glow becoming softer. And a bright light seems to come out of your chest and forms itself into an orb and flies towards Mother and disappears into her cloak. Lucelle, in somewhat of a daze, you find yourself walking back down the stairs, though you don't remember turning around. All of you feel this sort of tug. Who is the first to? Who is the next to go up the stairs?
I will go up the stairs, slowly passing Lucille with a soft smile looking at her.
Sure, you step up, and as soon as you reach the top, the light, the stairs begins to grow brighter and brighter again. This pillar, like before, shining up, and it becomes harder and harder for you to see, and for everyone else, just like Lucille, she starts to become this shadowy figure seen through a giant pillar of light.
I killed Filnara Zilmar, the love interest of Prince Jorah, and I fed her to this place of beasts.
The light pouring out of the bottom dims, and another bright light emits from Cherie and forms itself into a ball and flies over towards Mother. You can now make out these two orbs circling her around her waist. And Cherie, you also find yourself walking down the stairs.
I'll very casually but also whisper to Lucille. I slit her throat as well.
Zashi and Zeke, you both feel this tug in your chest underneath where your heart is.
So he's
just at the top of your
desperately
stomach.
trying to think of something that he hasn't told anyone.
Mm?
I don't know if there is anything.
So this is so if you want to, this is also an opportunity to insert an embarrassing thing that happened in your life into your character, which is also really fun. Which is also really funny. But I'll leave that to you. Like I was going to give you guys the option. So you can either it can be something that happened in your character's backstory, or it can be, oh, at one point Zashi was in high school and peed his pants, for just like as like a you know.
A good toss.
Zashi, you make your way to the top of the stairs. The light begins to grow, getting brighter and brighter with each passing second. As you open your mouth to speak, the pressure on the inside of your temples begins.
One time I wrote a very erotic and embarrassing love letter, and the uh, carrier pigeon took it to the wrong location.
Okay, the pressure begins to fade, and Zashi, you also feel yourself walking down the stairs. Just a little bit blushing. Can't really believe that you said that.
So he's just racking his mind. He's like, he's a very open and honest person for, a pirate captain. Um, as he's just sort of like wandering up, like scratching his head, and he starts like counting on his fingers a couple of things, and it's like, oh, no, I told someone about that. No, I told someone about that.
Zeke,
Well,
you're
I
taking
did
it
that.
too literally.
Well, how was she supposed to take it? She
See,
said,
kind of without realizing you're standing on top of the dais.
yeah, it's stuff like, um, I mean, I did that to another person, and they're still alive. So,
Maybe something at the you find yourself thinking about the orphanage, a hard life scrabbling for just enough to get by, any opportunity. Maybe you hurt someone that you used to be close to for an opportunity to maybe to work or get out. I don't know, take this as you want. Like,
sorry, it's gonna take a second for something to come to mind.
He stole all the pancakes.
yeah, like it can be from any stage of life. Just something that you don't talk about, something that you don't tell people. Something that might be off-putting.
One time, my brother. I mean, we got more scruples now, but this was way back when we was little. He stole some of my food that I was saving for one of the birds, and I, I broke one of his teeth.
You feel the light push out of you. And Zeke, you are also walking back down the steps as the light on the other side of the mound grows brighter and brighter. And though you can't quite see Mother on the other side of the mound of earth, you can see the pillar of light that is coming from her eyes, the now completely visible beams of yellow and green light that are searching the sky above. and she begins to speak in Draconic. Does anyone speak that language?
Nope.
Mm.
Yes, I do.
Okay, Zashi, you hear the second tower will rise from the ocean, carrying the first of the old masters. It is where their reign will start or end. And then something that doesn't make sense. It's a word in Draconic, but it's a proper noun. Ragthroknar is the word, translated to common. And as you all feel the light and energy begin to fade, almost without realizing it, you all gasp at the same time, not realizing that this magic, this pressure on you was causing you to even hold your breaths. And then as one, blackout. And that's where we're going to end today's session.
You see, this is why Zeke hates magic.
Thank you guys all very much for playing. I hope you had fun tonight with this. I certainly did. We will pick up next week to find out what the hell fucking shit that all meant.
Yeah, this was good.
Heck,
You're
the fuck, yeah.
Double high five for neck murder.
For excellent role play and dedication to this game, as well as I feel like I want you to have this at this stage. You all receive exactly enough XP to hit 23,000 or level 7, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between. Pew, 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 pew.
Nice.
Please come next session as if you have had a long rest and leveled up.
Wake up in a jail cell made from plants.
2 hit points left. 2 hit points back. I'm okay. I'm full health.
I'm ready. In the words of SpongeBob, oh fuck yeah, I'm ready. I had a fucking blast. How dare
yeah.
you use my most feared enemy against me?
I literally was like,
I knew it.
I've saved it for the longest time. But this is a sea-based campaign. Y'all are about to have some fucking crabs to deal with.
Motherfucking crabs.
I'm very interested to see what you guys all pick for level 7. Tasha's optional feats and things are also all included in any game I run. So Zeke, make sure you pick up Instinctive Pounce. And as a wizard with Tasha's, you can swap out your cantrips more easily. Also, Zashi. That's the only thing that wizards get. Yeah, cantrip formula. So you can swap out a cantrip if you're not using one of yours, and such on and such forth. Wizards get a new, you gotta pick a 4th level spell slot. Very exciting. Two stinky boys are warlock. Sorcerer also need 4th level slots. Ooh, you get a new invocation. New invocations are fun. What does sorcerers get at level 7?
4th level.
4th level slot, nothing else. Oh, another sorcery point. You always get one of those. They're like key.
They're very useful.
Yeah. So I'm interested to see what things you guys are interested in taking. If anybody's thinking about multi-classing at this stage, definitely let me know. Fuck the heck yeah. I'm very excited to continue this game. Hope you guys are liking the direction that it is going.
Polymorph into giant crab, I just saw. That would be some funny shit. Oh, I gotta think. There's so many good choices. I have so many more questions now, Nate.
Yeah.
Fucking.
For anyone that was curious, the proper noun in Draconic, Ragthroknar.
I'm assuming that there's no like connotations to it, like another, because you know how in English and in other languages there are names that have, you know, some meaning to them inherently.
Nothing that immediately jumps out at you. I'll let you know if I decide to change that.
Cute.
But I will not pretend that I had thought about that already. Bullshit.
You're good.
Alrighty. Righty, Roo.
I'm gonna be so stuck in what spell to take.
Oh yeah, I if you guys want to talk about spells, it's not really metagame, so you guys don't overlap.
Just thinking, because I'm already pretty happy with the ones I have earlier.
I mean, it's gotta. I mean, I know what I would pick for Shuri.
Blight.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, I fucking felt it from your mind over here.
Yeah. I'm like, it's that or Psychic Lance. Like, there's no like those are the only two that I'm like Shuri.
Dominate beast.
Dominate Beast is good, but you've not been dominating that much.
No, I haven't. Same time, I haven't had much need for hold person.
A lot more at the start than there has been recently.
Yes.
A lot more crab and monster
lot
based
of creatures.
Yeah.
Why dominate beast is a tempting one.
That still only works on beasts though.
It's true. Not abominations.
Or monstrosities. I think owlbear should be.
Honestly,
beast.
yeah, it still fucking irks me that there's so many chunks of media that's like, owlbear everywhere, and it's like,
Well,
why
I actually
not?
I think that that's one of the greatest things about the D&D movie is that some things are very clearly homebrew.
Yeah, no,
And it's
I
like,
love that, honestly.
heck yeah, actually. Like, that's great.